7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
The Savachi syndrome, I'm telling you, I'm like, well, holy shit, that was crazy.
Wait for it. Thick and slick.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Moto Aftermath Show, episode number 191. The uninformed moto podcast on the interwebs here. My name is Travis. I am your host, and I am in studio today with a couple of dudes. I would like to thank you boys for not shitting on the chest of the show this week. It was very glorious of you to show up. Last week, y'all decided you were going to just shit on us. It was fucking terrible. I don't particularly enjoy that. It's not really my thing. I've got some different kinks. It's not that. Yeah. So, first up, original co-host, you need to shave those fucking pubes off your face.
Oh, he's not impressed.
Dude,
I don't find it funny because I just don't.
In the last 45 minutes since he's been here, I've told him he needs to shave like 67 times.
He just wishes he could grow a beard like this.
Trust me, if I grew a beard, it would be much more manly than that.
I don't think so, pal.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think so, pal.
I think so, bud.
I don't think so, pal.
Are you
You're
sure?
gonna be all like fucking like patchy and shit.
Oh, God. Anyway, he is the one and only Justin. Hi.
Hey.
He's been here for like 45 minutes, so we've been shooting the shit. Anyway, also here in studio, in the old red, white, and blue, with the American flag on the hat also. Wow, look at you. Dress game on fleek, bro.
Yeah.
I think that's what the kids are saying nowadays.
I got a lit kid.
He is number 191 on the track, but number, I don't know what the fuck in your hearts, number one in Emily's heart, it is Cole. Hi.
What's up? It's show 191.
Show 191.
Maybe it is a good thing I can.
Oh,
There's
God.
a calling.
Doing a lot better than the actual 191 that shows up to the races every weekend. Supercross.
Oh, Thurn Kerman?
Third
Thurn
Kerman.
Kerman?
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
really
God.
know what's up with the all black bike and the red frame. That's really not
I
It's a
don't know
Texas thing.
I'm
All
just
right.
really sad about that. You know,
You should like
191,
DM. You should
you know?
DM and be like, bro, could you please change that just to like 911 or something?
I mean, Justin Cooper ran the 191 and like podiumed with it, so like, I was stoked. Cool. Good for you.
Anyway, all right.
Yeah, here we are.
Getting back to the intro of the show here. Thanks everyone for joining us. We got some sponsors on board. So first off, show presented by Energy Fuel, the best fucking drink out there. Keep yourself fueled, energized, and strong from start to finish. Pick yours up at CoachRobStore.com. Link in the description below. Also want to thank Premier Custom Trailers. If you need a trailer, commercial or residential, Premier Custom Trailers has what you need. They work with the best manufacturers in the industry and specialize in all your trailer needs. Sales, service, parts, or rentals, they do it all. PremierCustomTrailers.com, located 5 minutes south of Kalamazoo on US 131 in Schoolcraft, Michigan. They put the custom in customer service. And our final presenting sponsor, TLR Coatings, Michigan's #1 custom powder coating shop. From two-tone wheels to motorcycle frames to small batch production jobs, TLR Coatings will powder coat anything metal the right way. Looking for some custom Cerakoting? They do that too. TLR Coatings, serving Southwest Michigan and surrounding areas for over 5 years. Check them out, TLRcoatings.com, or on all major social media networks at TLR Coatings. Also on board with us, Holester Co, Dirt Bike Depot, Alias Sports, JT Cycle, Adept Creative Co, Gutter Worx, Isaac Nelson Designs, and Clutch Media. Okay, sponsors are out of the way. If you would like to support us, there are merch links, Amazon links, and Patreon links in the description down below. As always, best way you can support us, like, subscribe, comment down below, share the content if you enjoy this, make clips, make memes, make fun of us for all we fucking care. Any publicity is good publicity. So, make sure to check that out. If you don't want to watch us on YouTube, you want to listen on podcast, we are on SoundCloud, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, whatever the hell, all those podcast places. So we are everywhere that you want to listen. Now, show's going to be a little different today. We're going a little different order.
Coming out swinging.
We got Kevin Moranz on the show. We've got a race recap. We got Jace Kessler on the show. And then we got some BSing around talking about pretty much whatever after that.
Local boy Jace Kessler.
Local boy Jace Kessler. So, first up on the show here, Privateer Hero. brought to you by the Dirt Bike Depot. Need some new moto gear, but don't want to pay those expensive. It's really loud, Kev. I don't want to pay those expensive retail prices. Shop the Dirt Bike Depot for all your moto gear needs. Gear sets, boots, helmets, goggles, and more. They specialize in athlete-only boots, as well as tons more items that you can't buy in stores. Follow them on Instagram at Dirt Bike Depot and DM them with any questions you have. He is a Dirt Bike Depot rider. He is a 450 privateer. He is the number 57 on the track, but number 1 in your hearts. It is Kevin Moranz. Hi, buddy. All right, first up. He is number 57 on the track, but number 1 in your hearts. He is brought to you by the Dirt Bike Depot. If you need, let me get my read. If you need some new moto gear but don't want to pay those expensive retail prices, shop the Dirt Bike Depot for all your moto gear needs. Gear sets, boots, helmets, goggles, and more. They specialize in athlete-only boots, as well as tons more items that you can't buy in stores. Follow them on Instagram at Dirt Bike Depot and DM them with any questions you may have. He is privateer hero, Dirt Bike Depot rider, Kevin Moranz. Hey, buddy, let's try this for our second take now, since I didn't press record the first time.
It's good to be back.
All right, so tell us about your weekend again, even though the three of us already know.
Yes.
I'll be over here in the corner
So-
shoving my foot up my ass. It's fine.
Long story short, had a lot of driving this week. Had to get back from California. That was over a 25-hour drive, so that took two and a half days. And so got back to Kansas. Was planning on flying out Thursday morning, but we had the big snowstorm coming in, starting to delay everything. Possible cancellation with the flight. Justin Starling was staying at my house Wednesday night, and he was going to drive up Thursday. So I decided to cancel my flight there, drive up with him. That way we can at least make sure that we were going to guarantee that we were going to get to the race instead of waiting for my flight and getting canceled and me being screwed. So long story short, didn't get any riding in. Very long days, long driving days, late nights. Didn't really help me on the weekend. But that being said, I actually felt really good in free practice and then quali 1. If freeze wasn't in B practice, I would have popped P1 in quali 1, which would have been cool, at least in B. And then coming in quali 2, unfortunately, that little drop off next to the mechanics area, they 450 class before us had been hitting it so hard they had actually made it into a rut instead of just a wall. I didn't really know that. So I come around second lap, go to hit it. It grabs my tires weird. I ended up high-siding and pretty much skidding across my head right in front of all the mechanics. So which is fine. Nothing really crazy. Got right back up, went to the bike, grabbed the bike. But the front brake lever was just completely destroyed. Bars are a little bit tweaked. Everything was bent down. So that kind of screwed my quali 2. Heat race is what it is. Got a good jump, but obviously can't really do a whole lot when you're on the very outside. So went into the LCQ, was feeling pretty confident with that. Obviously, I knew I was pretty much the best starter in the LCQ. Got out to a good jump. It was me and Anthony. I kind of had the wheel, but he had the inside, so we ended up pushing a little bit. And then he went to pinch me off right before the first little mini rhythm section that he hit right out of the first corner. I went to check up, hit the rear brake like an idiot. I stalled it and had to try to get back going. So by the time I got back going, there's only a couple people behind me. So that being said, came back as far as I could, but in that class, you can't really make mistakes like that. So, yes, ended up 8th. Everybody in front of me pretty much had a pretty legit name. So I was proud of myself for actually fighting back up through, but can't be doing that if we're trying to make main events. So that's how it went down, and look for better things in Texas.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate you charging through the LCQ because most guys they just fucking pull off. So
Yep. All right.
well, hey, I got a question for you,
questions
Kev. So, being as good or in tune on the start technique that you are, with that wall out in the front at that little drop off after the gate, did that affect you at all and make you change your approach? Or was it just kind of send it right off it like normal?
No, yeah, you just send it, try to get as good of a jump as you can and go. I would say it's probably in a pretty solid position right when you're maybe trying to grab a shift.
Yeah.
But honestly, I didn't even really think about it too much just because, at that point, you're so focused, things just happen naturally. It's just, muscle memory kind of deal. So I honestly couldn't even tell you.
Didn't even feel it when you rode off it, huh?
Oh, well, you felt it, but I can't remember of kind of wild to think about. I can't remember how I was setting up for it, but I was just going. So, but it definitely was kind of goofy. Sometimes actually in the qualifying 2 hole shot, I actually wheelied off of it, which was super goofy, but still hole shot at Vince Freeze, which I was kind of stoked about.
Ooh,
There we go.
Yeah,
There we go.
That's a win for the weekend for me.
Now we're talking.
But you boys.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When I lined up to him, I was like, "This is a goal of mine. I got a whole shot on him."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just make sure you hold it tight into the next corner.
Did you?
Yeah, that's no joke.
Did you ride press day this week, or you just?
No.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you guys got up there and rode then. Was the track spongy Saturday morning when you guys did track walk?
Yeah, it was like, it wasn't really like crazy spongy, but you could really see the skid loader like track marks. Like when they're in the transitions,
Yeah.
it made skid loader ruts. So like that's when you're going to be getting into some gnarly stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I heard like press day stuff. They were talking about it was spongy as they were walking it. So,
Transitions were a lot tighter, it seemed as well.
I think that track was sick.
Yeah, I thought the track was
I mean,
pretty
obviously,
cool,
it did what
but-
it normally does in the main on East Coast. You know, it funnels to the main line and stuff.
Yeah.
And speaking about that, Kev, you said something about the whoops, like that being the deepest rut that you'd ever seen. Did that hit bottom or no?
No,
No.
but it was intense with how deep it was and kind of swirly it was.
Yeah.
I was gonna say there was a lot of dudes in like Q2. I noticed that were trying to go out just outside the rut and like blitz through them, and they were getting sucked right into that rut.
Well, Anderson was doing that.
Yeah.
He was like rhythming through on the outside, and
Yeah.
then like when he would like shift, his back end would just drop in, and then it would pitch him into it.
Yeah.
Or he was just starting at the end and just starting to manual through there because it was just easier because the front wheel wouldn't catch the side of it or whatever.
Yeah, I felt like the track was a little choppy. Like they put too many 90s in there. Tried
I
to
just
do
like
too much.
I think the layout, like with like how much head you had to think
Yeah.
was cool in that sense. Like, yeah, obviously it wasn't great for guys who had to race it by the end of the night. But
Yeah.
like as far as like the first East Coast track, like usually they do like with the West Coast kind of cookie cutter.
Yeah.
I definitely think that was challenging.
What about that elevated turn, Kev? What was that like?
Different. I mean, I only went outside double table over 2 a couple times.
Okay.
But it was just, I don't know. It really just depended on how you hit the corner before it. Because now that I think of it, like if you could get the 2-2 up, turn 2-4, I think it would be easier, less energy, and maybe a little bit quicker because you can get a hard drive off the landing of the table over 2.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, for me, I more or less stuck to the inside, and that's what a majority of the guys did throughout the racing.
What about that quad going like when you crossed over the start
Talking about the
straight?
on-off.
Yeah, and there was the on off and then the on off back out. Like did you ever quad into it?
No, I didn't see it until Mookie did it.
Okay.
Like I didn't even think about it until Mookie did it. I think in the heat race.
Okay.
It looked pretty gnarly. Is
It
that
did.
something you
Well,
would
there
have
was no
you would have
transition
done
in
or
the
no?
corner.
I would say it looked like a hard seat
Probably
bounce.
not, to be really honest.
Yeah, it looked like they.
I don't think.
Go ahead.
I honestly don't think my suspension is capable of handling that.
That's what I was gonna say. It looked like they were just kind of unloading it a little bit and then sitting right into it to
Yeah.
get over it, and it was a little lip like that, dude. Just feel like it'd kick you right over the bar.
Well, Anderson was like kind of pushing in and then rolling off right before he hit the pocket and then seat bouncing.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
kind of uncompressing the suspension and going back in. But
I think
that
I'm more
ballsy.
I think I'm more surprised, and maybe like it was obviously it seemed different when you were down there, but like the section right before that on off, when I looked at like the press day videos, I thought everybody was actually going to go 3-2 through that section instead of 2-3. Like Kev, did you know what section I'm talking about right before the on off?
Yes.
Like, did that
Yeah.
at all? Like I know there was no transition out of that corner, but like. Did it look like it would have even been possible to go 3 into that or no? Like I know it would have been slower, but would it have been possible? Or
I
no?
don't think it would have been worth it just because of how tall the 3 was out of a flat. Like unless you came in, banked into the corner, but the corner was kind of not shallow, but flat. It wasn't super steep.
Yep.
Like some of the 180 bowls.
Yep.
So it'd have been tough to sit into that and get over it.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I guess you could 2 out, and then like just kind of jump in to the face of the on.
Yep.
And then be able to get that 4 easier, but it wasn't worth trying to go over that 3 because it was pretty steep on the backside.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I thought the track was cool.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
I mean, it
too.
looked cool, but to me, it also looked really one line.
Well,
like-
yeah, which most of
Yeah.
those tracks do.
Yeah,
by
it
the
was
end
pretty
of
tough
the
to
day.
pass.
East
I'm not
Coast.
going to lie.
Yeah.
So, any good Tinderellas in Minneapolis or
man,
what, bro?
every time.
Y'all been watching the
Bro.
vlogs? Dude, his
Oh my
mechanic
goodness,
is
dude, he's
fucking
been-
hilarious on this. The
Dude, he's
Bumble
been-
Arenas and the
he's been-
Tinderellas.
Yeah, dude, he's been like hammering that, which is kind of. I mean, it's funny, but at the same time, I don't even have time to think about that.
So,
is
when
he
you-
one of those guys that pays for like the premium and like starts swiping before you get to the city and like plants the seed and stuff?
Who is
No,
mechanic?
he's
Chris? I
married,
was
but
gonna say.
he thinks it's funny because that's just what our age group
Oh,
does.
gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I would say he's just making fun of all of them with their Tinderellas and their Bumble Arenas, and
So-
then I die
Yeah.
laughing every week when I watch it.
So, Kev, what's the plan for this week? We're going back to another Triple Crown.
I mean, if you want me to be really straight up and honest, qualify a little bit better and get out to a hole shot this time in the LCQ and make it happen.
Are you going to get a chance to ride it all this week or no?
Yeah, I think I might ride my house a little bit tomorrow. Justin's actually coming back through here, so he'll be here probably shortly. So he might ride with me tomorrow if he's feeling up to it. I don't know. I'm not feeling super great either, just from the races.
Yeah.
Then I'm in actual press day this weekend.
Nice.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah,
So that'll help a little bit. So I mean, obviously, the goal is to try to qualify straight in, but at the same time, being a little bit more of a realist, I got to qualify better. And if I end up in the LCQ, give myself a better gate pick and actually come out and push some people around.
Well, I won't lie. I obviously pay pretty close attention to you in qualifying, and I was really impressed in Q1 this week because you dropped like a second off your time from the beginning to the end, which I've been watching you in like the first 6 races, and it's like you might drop a little bit, but it's usually not quite that drastic. You're not going out there and finding 0.5 a second, whatever. And then I was like, I didn't know that you had hit the deck in Q2 or whatever. And so I was like curious as to why Q2 you didn't get better, but I was going to talk to you about it.
Yeah,
on here,
exactly.
so.
And that's like, it kind of just, it trickled on throughout the night after that happened. But I think that little mishap definitely played a factor in how the rest of the night went. Because like I was sitting P23 or 24 after quali 1. And I really believe with the way I was feeling that I could have done that again. But like when your bars are a little tweaked, the track's that rutted, and you don't have a front brake that's really like right where it needs to be, it just made it really tough.
Yeah.
So last one, probably before we let you go, Kev. But when you got a guy like Freeze in your practice like that, or a guy that you know is probably going to make the main event, do you try to get in behind him and pace him a little bit, or you just kind of let those guys do their own thing?
I mean, honestly, I try to get out in front of them. That way I can feel the pressure. And then, like, same exact situation when you hole shot at an LCQ, you got pressure behind you, especially in this class. In the 250 class, I've had certain situations where I hole shot the LCQ and run away a little bit. So definitely not in this class. So it is a good idea to try to follow them if they're doing certain lines. But by the time we hit the track was so rutted and so gnarly that I like pretty much knew in my head after the first lap, because I jumped out in front of him and then he got around me pretty quick. We went through that long rhythm, and my biggest thing that I wanted to get was a 3-3-3-2 in that rhythm. I had 3'd in quality 1, but I hadn't done anything after that because it was so rutted. And after that first lap, it was so rutted again. And I was like, I'm not even going to try to focus on that 3-3-3. So that's why I just kind of let Freezy by, even if he was hitting it, which I don't think he was hitting it in quality 2 because it was so gnarly.
He wasn't.
But that was kind of on my mind. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to let him go do his thing. I'm just going to do my thing. Because if I tried to follow him through something like that, I didn't want to, end my night there.
Okay.
I think the 450B dudes should start going to everybody at the people who run the show and be like, hey, we need to invert practice like we do outdoors sometimes.
Yeah.
And like we need to be first instead of 250B and let them go last when the track's like absolute shit.
Yep.
Because they do sometimes for the
people
national
don't.
with TV packages. 450A will go out first.
Yeah.
But in this we could do 450B first so they get the fresh track.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I'm not going to lie because, the best dudes in the world get to go before us on a better track, and what we're put at after them is definitely not better. So it kind of puts us at a disadvantage when we're already a little bit off the pace.
I understand why they do that. Like I said, with the TV package, sometimes for outdoors and the same thing, it transfers over to the 450s going first. So they don't want to really do it. They kind of want to have a same feel of what the night show is going to go like. But I've always wondered why they never decided to do that. Like, hey, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Let's invert. Have 450B go out first, 450A, 250A, 250B. But maybe they're probably also looking at some of these 250B dudes, especially with the East Coast, a lot of rookies. They don't want to just throw them out there when the track is, fucking 3-foot deep ruts and square edges all over the place and have these kids kill themselves. So, like, I understand it from that perspective, but still, like, you guys definitely get screwed sometimes, especially when we're on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Anything else, boys? I know he's got a jet too.
Yeah,
All right, cool. Well, thanks, Kev. We appreciate having you on, brother. Have
Good luck
a
with this weekend, buddy.
safe and fun week here, and we will talk to you next week after Dallas. All right.
Indeed, I appreciate it. Yeah, I actually have to get all my some of my Patreon stuff shipped out. So once again, you know, just send your boy that address, and I'll try to get a hat out tomorrow.
No, he doesn't get one. Remember, he didn't answer the phone last week like an asshole.
Whatever, man.
Yeah, you are right about that.
Oh man, I'm kidding. I'll send the address over. I'll tell you what. I'll trade you the hat for shaving that beard off. How's that sound?
Oh my god.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
it'd be like some Dark Side's ponytail.
No, not
shit.
you, Justin.
I was gonna say.
Jesus, Kev's baby face. What do you mean?
Kev's
All right.
got that nice 5 o'clock shadow going.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, well, that was weird.
All right, Kev. We'll talk to you later, buddy. Thank you.
Alrighty,
Yeah,
sounds
bye.
good. I appreciate you guys.
See you, man.
All right, Kevin Moranz, everyone. Hey, guys, on a positive note, we don't have to reshoot that intro because the sound on the camera is good enough. We can do that. So,
Is it?
yeah.
Dude,
And I'll just do it, cut it, and then do the Moranz.
yeah, I didn't know that Kev went. I mean, they probably didn't even catch it because I was watching, all the way
That
through
he
too.
yeeted himself?
Yeah, that he wanted himself.
I didn't know either.
Yeah, so they definitely didn't catch it. But
No.
that's like 2 weekends in a row he's had pretty spectacular crashes.
Yeah, last week.
Qualified.
Did you see the thumbnail for his interview last week that I used that picture? Yeah, so.
Yeah, he also had his Facebook account or whatever, like giving my old girl some love on Valentine's Day or some
Yeah.
shit.
So,
Oh, boy.
all right, cool. So
pretty
we are going to take a quick break. We will come back. We are going to do the race recap, and then later on we are going to have another. We'll call is privateer hero, I guess, the right term for.
Well,
Jason?
technically he's on a team. So.
I mean, technically,
on
Supercross
set-
rookie, Michigan
Yeah,
native.
Michigan native, that
Good
kind of
kid.
stuff. Jace Kessler on. So sit back, relax. We will be right back in about 0.5 seconds and talk some action from the race. All right, and we are back. So we are going to wrap up the race here now. Race recap for all you fans out there. So our 450 race recap here, brought to you by Gutter Works. Check them out at gutterworksgutters.com. If you're in the Southwest Michigan area, they do custom seamless gutters. Kayla and Josh, great moto people who own that company. So again, shout out to Gutter Works, sponsor of the show here. 450 race recap. Let's start here. Ando wins.
Given to him, but he looked good
Given
throughout the
to
main.
him.
He looked good throughout the whole
Okay,
race.
cool.
I'll be honest, like, we'll come out right swinging with a hot take, I guess, with Anderson.
Okay.
Not really a hot take, but I kind of thought he was going to be trash once we got to, like, East Coast.
Yeah.
Just my thought behind it is he's been out west all off season, riding the hard tracks, has that bike set up for that. So practice, maybe that was why he was a little off. I don't know. But by the time the main came around, it was pretty hard packed and Cali-ish. So maybe that played into his favor. But I think another thing, like being older, kind of a veteran guy, he realized the win wasn't there, and I'll take second. New Tomac was way back. I thought maybe he'd have the red plate at one point, but and how about Sexton on the ground and him having to jump over him? You guys see that clip?
So the first
Yeah.
time I watched that, I thought he actually hit him in the head.
It looked like it clipped him a little
It
bit.
did.
but-
And then I watched the slow-mo replay and realized that he jumped over him and didn't do it. But holy shit, that was fucking gnarly.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know what you're saying, but I think with Ando's like loose, really fluid style, let's kind of bike dance around underneath him. I think that now, especially on that Cowie, with that fitting his style, I think he's going to even be better on these East Coast tracks when we get to deep, kind of like what we were talking about with Kev with that whoop section, like that rut. Like he was kind of going a little bit to the outside of it, rhythming in, and then the back end would drop in and it would pitch him, and he kind of just let the bike do what it was going to do, and then he would correct. He wouldn't overcorrect like right away, which a lot of guys were doing. But I mean, if you even look back to like his championship year, like he was solid every East Coast round other than that Daytona situation.
Yeah.
So like I think we think of Anderson as just a West Coast guy because of the fact that he's won A1 before. He's won a lot of his races in the 450 class on the West Coast. But I don't think we give him enough credit for being an all-around guy, whether it be, packed, tacky, loam. But I definitely know what you're saying because, like I said, it's been a long time since we've seen him be this good. But I do think last night showed that he's ready to be in this all the way till the end.
Yeah.
Like when
No,
he
I
knew
agree.
that he wasn't catching Sexton, which Chase was just on one. Like that was his night, just like when he won whatever round that was earlier this year. He just like, hey, I'm going to take second. Like I want to win this championship. But dude, Sexton going down. I know I'm not I'm not saying that was entirely a brain fade. Like, the track was shit, whatever. But this is exactly why I could not pick Sexton to win races, because you don't the last lap. Literally all the way down to the last lap. And I feel so bad for that kid, and I hope he's okay. And we'll talk about it a little bit more.
I saw a picture of his face. His base is beat up again.
We'll talk a little bit about this more at the end when we talk about, like, not the race recap, when we can dive into a little bit more.
Well, we can talk about that because it's part of the race.
Okay, well, I just didn't want to get off
let's just segue right into Sexton then.
Yeah, I was going to say, and we can do that. Yeah,
Okay.
Here, so yeah, Sexton. So, dude, I thought, he was winning that race.
Oh, he was gone.
Like, he was fucking good.
It reminisces of the round in Arlington last year.
Yeah.
That he was gone.
However, though, he did have a little more pressure this time. Ando was 3 seconds and then made up a little bit of time, and it was kind of cat and mouse a little bit.
But I think Sexton was marking him. I think he knew.
Well, do you think that played a little bit of a factor in a little bit of a meltdown?
Does anybody know what the fuck really like? So I only watched it once. So I total transparency. I watched the race in segments last night because I had shit to do. So I watched like the first 3 heats live, and then I was at dinner and I watched the LCQs on my phone with no sound. And then when I got back to the hotel last night, I watched the last 450 heat and then the mains with no sound.
I can give I'll give my take, and then you give your take.
Yeah.
So like I watched it, but I was also there were people around talking, so there, there was
what I think happened is, and it kind of like AC had done this a couple times, where like he'd hit the exit of the corner, he was still leaning in, and I think when he hit the exit of that corner, especially with the track being so packed up, started to lean in. The bike kind of extended into the face, it rolled up it, and then it loaded up, and then when it loaded up and it started to drift up the face, his weight just shifted to the outside. It was just something stupid like that. Like, I think he literally was just leaning in, the chassis unloaded a little bit, then it pushed up the face, then loaded again, and then pushed across, and it pitched him.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I could, without going into slow-mo.
Yeah, I mean, like, is that like a brain lapse thing, though? Like, if he would have held the front brake on, a millisecond more, that front end would have been more planted coming out of that rut. Maybe he lets off the front brake a little easier and unloads the front end, and he just dump truck pushes it up it, and then once it catches, KO. I mean, did you see that front wheel?
For sure. And another thing too is like you.
No. What
it was it? Dude, it was fucking. It wouldn't roll. It wouldn't
the
roll.
bike wouldn't even roll.
Like the front end would not roll at all.
Yeah.
Like literally, like half the rim was like pointed inwards.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's why he couldn't get back on and finish. I think.
I think also too.
No,
I think
that's not why he couldn't get back on and finish.
Why the medics didn't let him, or
you didn't see that?
Well, I saw him going to get on the bike, and then it looked like
I was going to say he was total stew. He couldn't even he kept kicking the bike because he was so
he couldn't get his left leg over the rear fender.
Yeah,
he Charlie horse himself.
I think what Stu did in Daytona, and Coach when we were talking about this, Coach said this. Remember Stu in Daytona that year in the wall, like when he fucking manualed and went over the bars, and he couldn't get like the leg over the rear fender. Chase was doing
the fender was sticking up like a boner,
but like but still though, like you think like you look back and like, hey, I can't do this, so I'm gonna approach this different. I think Chase was so fucking disoriented that he didn't know what was going on.
Did you see him like almost fighting with the Alpine Star
They
guy?
did the right thing.
Yeah.
So,
because the guy was like, no, and was like pushing him away.
And then he was wobbling as he
Yeah.
was walking off.
And he was
that
wobbling.
Star helmet must not be very good.
So I do agree
that was a good hit.
I do agree that I think that was a mental lapse too, because that's the thing. Like, think about it. So think about anytime your front end's pushing, like you're leaning in with the bike, and your natural like motion of weight is to keep leaning in with the bike because it's just gravity.
Yeah.
I know that you're pushing across the face. I don't know why he fucking shifted all of his weight to the outside like that. Like, I know that fucking sometimes inertia comes in, but you would think he's just going to slide and that bike just like a baseball slide.
Well, it was sliding until it hit the face of the jump.
But that's the thing, though. I think when he was sliding up the face, and like I said, you kind of got to break this down with slow motion because shit's happening so fast.
Yeah.
He could have just leaned in and let the bike just go away. But I think he was fucking thinking, I'm going to try to ride this out. And he maybe shot off the track. But, dude, the way a bike reacts in a situation like that, it shouldn't have tossed him like that. He should have just literally baseball slid up. Because if you watch him, the front end was literally knifing going up the face. So think about it. Your front end goes like this, bike goes like this. Why are you pitching to the outside? You're going to go like that and wash.
But I think like as steep as that is, though, it's gonna hit and go that way.
It could. I think
like just how steep those jumps are, we can't tell on.
Yeah, and
TV. There's no way it would have just slid up like a snowplow.
Yeah, it'd be a slow motion thing. You'd have to break it down completely in that sense. But I don't think it was a lapse in judgment. I think it was just one of those things that like your brain's fried at the end of a 450 main, and I think that sometimes you're just the things you do, we can't all. None of us know.
50 laps, 20.
Well, how about this?
26 laps or 50-second laps, 26 laps in total. Like that's a lot of laps. Or else
So here's a little X factor, and we've seen it on Twitter a little bit, and talked about it a little bit before the show, and it's starting to leak out, pun intended. Some carbon monoxide in the stadium.
I didn't know
is
about
that
any of
getting
this.
to some riders? Those guys are
Oh, for
taking
sure.
very deep breaths. End of
sure.
a main like that.
For sure.
Maybe something like that has something to do with it.
I mean, there was a lot of guys that were having issues at the end of that main. I mean, there was a lot of guys out. There were a couple guys that just pulled off halfway in for no reason. Like it didn't look like they crashed. Didn't look like they had bike issues. They just pulled off. I mean, it could be. And if that's the case, we got a whole other conversation we got to have that has nothing to do with racing dirt bikes.
Yeah.
Like that's
I
not.
mean,
gonna be,
it's just like the Limegate all over again, really.
Yeah.
But who does that fall on? Does
Not
that
on-
go on Feld? Does that
No.
go on the stadium? Does that go on?
That goes on the stadium.
Yeah.
That doesn't go on Feld.
Yeah,
Like we
that's-
like to be critical of Feld, but that is nothing. The Limegate thing, that was them.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with
Yeah.
them. That has everything to do with the stadium. And if
Yeah.
that's the case, that's a
It's a big deal.
a lawsuit.
I don't have much. I don't have much info.
I mean,
on
that's
Yeah, I don't
this.
either.
You
I
guys
don't
said
either. I've just seen
something to
some
me, so.
rumbling of it, so it's pure speculation from us right now. But man, that's
not a
could be
good
a
look.
really big deal.
That's not a good look. But yeah, I just feel bad for Chase, man. Like me and Cole have been critical of him. Even you've started to be critical of him and stuff. But dude, he was winning that race. But this is exactly why I can't pick him for race wins because you literally don't know until the race is over with if he's going to win.
It was super ironic because I'm sitting there watching the race and I'm like, 2 laps left. Sexton's gonna fucking weed it,
Yeah.
just being a dick and
Yeah.
because he's pretty good at weeding it.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's gonna tuck the front wheel. It's coming. 'Cause-
Oh, I had one of those moments last night too. We'll get to it
yeah,
in 250s.
Mookie tucked the front wheel, and I'm like, Sexton's doing the same
Yeah.
thing. That's how Sexton's going down. Sure shit. Crowd erupts. Camera goes to Sexton, just bent over, hurled on the ground.
Well, when I heard the crowd, going ooh or whatever, I'm like, oh shit, who went down? And then they didn't pan to it right away, and I'm like, well, it can't be anybody who's out front. And I'm looking at the board, seeing if
Ticker,
anything's
yeah.
changing. And then all of a sudden they pan to Section being down, and I'm like, and then I started thinking about it before we knew where he went down.
Simultaneously, everyone watching went, oh!
And the crazy thing was, I don't know about you guys, maybe not you because it said you had to watch it, but like, did you look at that? And because
Oh no! I'm sitting there with a group of people around me in a hotel room talking, watching this race, and then they pan to Sexton, and I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Did you also kind of think like because we didn't at first really know where he had went down until they zoomed out? You're
Dude,
going,
I thought it was
where
on
the
the
fuck is he
quad.
down?
Yeah, that's what I was
where is
thinking
he?
How the
too.
fuck did he do that?
And then you're
Yeah.
sitting there thinking like your brain is thinking before they see the replay, like how the hell did he crash on an on-off where it's like right out of
Yeah.
a corner?
Yeah.
like because he didn't do like what he did in Seattle or whatever on that where he manualed over it because you can't.
Yeah, in Houston.
Like what did he do?
Yeah, I was like, did he get whiskey and weed it off that quad?
And then you're thinking
or,
too, that's
what?
like a 20-foot step on. Like what the fuck did he do?
I don't know.
And only, of course, Chase Sexton in like the one spot that you shouldn't go down goes fucking down.
Yep. So
There's a black cloud over the Honda
I don't-
team, that's
there
for
is
sure.
right now. It's
I-
bad.
I don't think he
It's
races next
bad.
week.
I hope he
Really?
doesn't.
No, I don't think so.
Dude,
Dude,
that
concussion
was
protocol,
bad.
like that was bad.
That was bad.
Oh, when has that ever stopped anybody in
We
this
talked
sport?
about this in a
Me-
group chat
yeah,
with Coach
Coach.
earlier. I literally put out there, I was like, so you boys think he races
I don't
next
think
week?
he does.
And
But Coach made the comment about Honda, and we know how the shit goes. Like they made the McAdoo thing. But this was more evident that he didn't know what the hell was going on. Like at least
Yeah.
with McAdoo, you could be like, "Oh, he passed the concussion test." Sexton was not going to pass the concussion test last night.
That motherfucker.
He probably
was
didn't even know what 2 + 2
stumbling.
was.
Yeah,
there's
that
no
was
way.
Bad. That was bad.
But if he
so-
does race next week, it makes to what me and Coach were talking about that
Yeah.
this just shows nobody gives a shit about these riders.
yeah, pretty much. So, all right, let's move on. So second place, we have a Cooper Webb sighting.
East Coast Web.
So
That wasn't luck. He hung in there.
But I'm saying
he was
if-
getting
dude,
third or fourth,
the first
which
half
is better.
of the race, I was going, holy shit. It's literally like East Coast switch in his head.
But okay, so if Mookie doesn't go down though and Sexton goes down, he gets fourth. So I shouldn't say he was bad. Like he was
But
good.
it's better.
It's better,
in
but
all
dude,
fairness,
he is,
he's only 26 points back now.
I think he's too. I think with how good Ando is right now, and we'll get to Eli with his unfortunate incident. I don't think he doesn't have a chance.
yeah.
He can't because they're now. Granted, like I said, we'll get to Tomac. That was not his fault. But before this, those two, speed and consistency, he's gonna have to win out and have them have issues, and I just don't see him.
Yeah.
being able to do that.
I mean, look at Tomac. He just had an issue that was out of his control.
But he still got 6 though.
Yeah.
And he's still
that
a
was
points leader.
impressive too.
That was impressive.
So,
was.
I mean, it's definitely a Webb sighting, so it all of a sudden puts him back in the conversation of him not being out of it, but I'm still not convinced here.
And the problem is the next 2 races are pretty gnarly races. We got a Triple Crown and then we go to Daytona.
Yeah. So
Not to say that he's not bad at either one of those things, but like you're talking about two of the hardest things you could go through in Supercross.
So here's the one thing, because we'll talk about this with the guy who got third also. Those whoops last night were jumpers by Q2. And amazingly, all of a sudden, Webb and Marv are fucking killing it. Right?
I want to say something though. Marv has been good in the whoops all year. Like
he has been
which
the best
is very
KTM
weird
rider
that
in the
he's
whoops,
the best
yes.
guy in the whoops on that KTM team.
Yes.
I attribute a lot of that to what's his nuts? Who's got training him right
Burn?
now? Oh, not Burn. I'm sorry, DV.
Oh yeah,
I don't know why I was
DV.
going to say
Yeah,
Burn.
yeah.
I was thinking of the other way around.
Burns with Webb.
Yeah. With DV. I mean, DV, we always know was good in the whoops.
Yeah, I agree.
Because we definitely know that the bike's not worth
but
the
Marv
shit.
Oh,
look-
you
Marv
know
looked-
DV's out there making him hit fucking whoops for 10 hours.
But Marv looked good
No.
all day yesterday.
Oh, I thought
He's
after
been
the
good
way,
all season.
Yeah,
I thought the way his
but-
practice went,
but
I thought he could
yesterday
have got
looked
on
really
box.
good. Yeah.
I
Well, he
thought
did. I
get
mean,
on
he
the
was
box.
third. He was
Oh,
third.
that's right. I keep forgetting
Yeah.
the fucking he did get. So I was thinking even
But
before
fourth.
that. Before that, I was even thinking that like if Mookie and Sexton get go down, I thought he could have been on the box after the way practice went.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mookie, yeah, I've got some thoughts on Mookie too. What
Okay,
place did
well,
he
we're
get?
moving right
Get
into
into him.
Mookie.
Well, let's get right into Mookie then.
Let's hear it.
Have you guys heard about his off-season injury?
No.
Yeah. was
So
it
apparently
foot?
he had a broken foot or something in the
Yeah.
off-season, which would make a lot of sense.
Like
And
December.
what?
Like December
I don't know.
or before that?
I don't know. I haven't been
I
given
don't
an
know
exact
a time
timeline.
frame on it, but he was hurt in the off-season. And if that's the case and he's doing this well, that might be
Oh
dangerous.
yeah, he talked about this on Pulp, didn't he? I think he talked about it
Yeah,
on Pulp.
something like that.
I don't
remember
know,
where
but
it
if
came
so,
out.
man,
No, no.
that
Swap.
I think he's still on the upswing then, and that's pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looked
So
good again
I wish he would have
yesterday,
told
too.
everybody that a little early because everybody was kind of shitting on him, like, "Oh, same old Mookie." But
I mean,
How crazy would it be? And once again, we don't know a time frame. I think it was on Swap Show. How crazy would it be though if that incident? Remember in the commercials that we're getting for the Husky 1 of 5
that's the
episode?
crash, I think.
That's what I was thinking. Now that you
I
said
think
that, I'm
that's the
like that
crash.
had to have been it, where the front end just dips and he just launches into a
and
berm.
lands on his foot.
Yeah, I bet that's probably the crash then.
Yeah.
so here's the thing: if he's
Top
on the
five.
upswing, these boys are in trouble with him too because he's third in points. He's
No. I'm not talking
20, less than 20 down, 20 maybe.
Yeah, man. Though, just like I said, it's really hard for me to believe that can these guys go out and win. Of course, we're not just going to have Anderson.
You
and
want to
Tomac.
heat too, right?
Yeah, we're not just going to have Anderson and Tomac just win out like split between the two. I mean, we obviously saw that last night before Chase went down. But it is really hard to me to believe that a lot of these dudes outside of those two guys, and depending on how bad Sexton's concussion is, that all of a sudden these guys are just going to start reeling off wins. Maybe they get one here, maybe they get one there, but Anderson and Tomac are just on a different level than everybody right now.
But dude, he hasn't.
But he has
his
not-
best finish is second. He's just consistently been like
But
fourth,
his
fifth,
speed has been
and
nowhere
he's third,
near-
and he's only 20 points out.
But outside of
And
that Triple Crown in Glendale for that one heat race,
you didn't think he looked like he had winning speed last night?
No. There was no point that I was
He
looking
wasn't
at,
catching Anderson or Sexton.
That's the thing, though. I have to see him start with them and pass them. He has yet to do that.
Yeah, okay, all right, fair.
And
fair,
this is coming from a guy that actually likes Mookie. Like I'm not.
Oh, you love Mookie.
I do,
thought he
actually.
looked
Oh, I'm a Stewart-
really,
I'm a Stewart
really
homer.
fucking good last night.
He did
until
but
he went down.
Is
you know,
there
but-
any?
He did, but he wasn't catching Sexton.
And that's
or
the thing.
Anderson.
And he was also not far off of where Ando was
Yeah.
at the time. And Ando just inched away from him. I don't think he's there yet. And maybe when his foot's 100%, or if it's if he's still building, like he gets there. But I think by the time we get to that point, it's gonna be too far into the series.
Yeah,
I mean,
guess.
what's the Baker juice usually kicking at around Daytona?
Around Daytona. But
Yeah.
the problem though is that I see Mookie getting slapped around at Daytona.
really?
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. We'll see.
I don't even think Mookie gets top 5 at Daytona.
Ooh, you
Oh.
sound like Denny Stevenson.
rough.
All right, so you
Fucking
got
rough.
Tomac. I am going to go on record and say this, and I'm jumping far ahead. Oh boy,
Tomac wins it again.
Here we go.
probably, but Tomac, Anderson's going to be good because even on the Husky days, he was good at Daytona. He was never winning speed Daytona, but he was good.
Okay.
Coop's going to be good at Daytona. Is he going to win?
No,
No.
Coop's always been ass cheeks at Daytona.
But he's podiumed at Daytona before, though.
still ass cheeks.
He's still going to beat Mookie.
Still ass cheeks.
And even though everything that's going on with this person, who I've completely
Oh boy. Here we
Roxon.
go.
Roxon is good at
Wow,
Daytona.
okay.
No, Roxon's never been good at Daytona.
What do you mean, bro? He's almost beat Tomac 2 years ago.
Yeah, he always gets out and leads, and
Okay,
then
so this
gets his ass
but this
clapped.
conversation is talking about guys that are going to beat Mookie at Daytona,
Fourth place last year. Hold on.
Oh, you got the vault up.
and then
I
also
got this.
because it is Daytona.
Second in 2020.
Okay,
Hold on. Let's keep going back here. 2019, 8th in 2019. Let's go back here.
2018 wasn't a good, and then 2017 he was out. But then you got to go back to like 2016, 2015.
He rode a 350 one year.
Yeah.
2018 he did not ride.
No, because he was having all those issues.
Yeah.
So my point is that I see Kenny
Okay,
beating
so
him.
you're talking about Mookie.
Yeah.
Mookie.
And then I'm
I
also,
don't know, man.
Ferendis is going to beat him there. So
You think Chad Reed beats him when he shows up?
with that A-Stars gear.
Oh, I did see that. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
So no, this is not me trying to. I'm looking at it going. I just can't see Mookie. I just don't see it. I don't see by the time he's 100%, if he's not already close to it, him being able to make a difference. Now, him getting on the like if he gets third in points, yes, but man, we're not even halfway into the season yet, so it's a lot to start putting all that on him.
So
but he has been really good this season.
So you think that Dylan is going to beat Mookie at
Daytona?
Daytona.
Are you kidding me? Daytona? Really? You even want to like?
Well,
he could get a dead
where do you
last.
think he finished last year?
What?
Where do you think
I have
Frenchie
I
finished
have
last
no
year at
idea.
Daytona?
I have no idea.
11th.
What happened to Daytona for him to get that 11th?
I don't know.
That's my point. You can't just look at that 11th and you can't have no context.
I mean, I can.
You can't because this is Daytona and he went out and won the outdoor championship. That man could get a dead last start and I guarantee he gets into the top 5. It's Daytona, bro.
Okay. Well, if
1
he's
year-
doing dead last starts or whatever, much like he has been doing,
Yes.
it hasn't shown that
Taking
he
out
can go
teammates
right
and-
to
And
the
you're
front.
also looking at what round was Daytona last year?
That's a great question. Hold
Was
on.
it the same round as
Houston
it is
1,
now?
2, 3. Fuck. Where is it? Where did
Yeah, it was later in the season, injuries, and he still got 11th. Is that what
it
you're
was
getting at?
actually about the same. It was like 8th.
All right,
8th
so
round.
his first year on the 450 in Supercross, not knowing how to set up a 450 for Daytona,
Eighth
and
round.
you're going to base that off what he did last year?
Yes.
Not really smart. That has nothing to do with what this
I
year
don't
is.
know, man.
you
You've
are
been
you are so high on him, and he has done literally nothing this year other
Has he been
than
top
get
5?
bad starts.
Has he been top 5 and passed more people than anybody else? That's something.
Okay,
That's
so
something.
great.
He's still not an all-star in
He's
fantasy.
9th in points.
Where's Ken Roxon?
I don't give a shit. I'm not
You
sitting
have-
here
you
saying
have to-
Kenny's going
We
to win
weren't stroking
Daytona.
I didn't
we
say
weren't
Frenchie was
stroking
going to win.
Roxon
I
off.
didn't say
I'm
Frenchie
not
was going to
jerking
win
Roxon
Daytona.
off on my fucking face
I
right
didn't
now, dude.
say
Like, what the fuck?
Did I say Frenchie was going to win Daytona? Those words never came out of my
You
mouth.
just said
You
that
said
he was going to
Frenchie-
beat Mookie.
Okay, hold
He was
on.
going to beat
Hold on.
Mookie.
Stop. Hold on.
He was going to beat Mookie.
Ferrandis' finishes this year. 16th,
But
6th,
but also-
3, 4,
Context,
12,
context,
6,
context,
9.
context.
Justin is talking about beating Mookie.
Context.
Okay.
Context.
Okay, hold on. Okay, if we're talking about beating Mookie, so again, I'll go. Frenchie's,
Daytona is not a.
Shut up.
You can't.
Frenchie's results.
You can't talk.
16, 6, 3,
He
4,
just is
12,
he's
6,
like a liberal.
9.
He just talks over me.
Okay.
You
want-
can't talk about Supercross and Daytona in the same conversation. We know that Daytona is
Okay.
not a storm. It's more outdoors than anything. Who's a better fucking outdoor rider, Mookie or Dylan Ferrandis?
We don't
Okay.
really know about Mookie
Okay,
because
hold
he
on,
hasn't
hold on.
raced.
So
Hold-
Mookie can win an outdoor championship?
Stop. Hold on.
No.
Let me.
Daytona is nothing like outdoors anymore.
No, but it's good. But it's still.
Okay,
It's still closer
okay.
to outdoors than it is Supercross.
Where do you think his finishes were at Atlanta last year?
What does that have to do with Daytona? Atlanta's not like Daytona except the length. The dirt is not the same. The ruts aren't the same. It doesn't get as rough. What does Atlanta have anything to do with Daytona?
I will bet you Frenchie will be lucky to crack the top 5 in Daytona.
Really? You
Lucky.
actually believe that?
Lucky. Yeah.
Why?
I don't. He's not.
Where's
gonna
your
get-
proof? What's
he-
your reasoning? What's your logic?
He once again is not going to get a start.
But we know at Daytona starts don't matter because it is going to get rough as shit by the end of the main.
Okay, sure.
I want to hear your logic because your logic
He hasn't done anything.
that has nothing to do
This
with
is,
that has
like-
nothing to do with Daytona.
Yes, it.
No, it
What?
doesn't.
It's
What?
a race. He didn't do anything in Daytona last year.
First year in the 450s.
He hasn't
First year in the
raced
450s.
Daytona before that.
Not on a 450.
Because I scrolled back in the
But
250s
it's not on a
to
450.
see.
It's not on a 450.
I don't care. He'll be lucky to crack top
It does,
5 in Daytona.
Travis. It matters.
No.
Yes, it does. It does.
He might beat Mookie, maybe, but I'm doubtful on that.
Okay.
You are. That is
My logic.
Wildly
You have,
impressive.
but you have no logic. That's your problem.
What is your logic?
Because I just laid it out for you. Were you not listening?
Your logic is it gets rough?
Yes, because it's going to be more outdoors than anything. Who is a better outdoor rider, Mookie or Dylan Ferrandis?
More outdoors than anything. Have you listened to any interviews in the last 5 years? They all say it is not outdoorsy
I'm not
at all
talking about
anymore.
the rhythm. Does it get rough? Does it get deep ruts? Does it get square edged?
You want me to call?
You're talking line selection and
I'm
stuff
not
like
talking
that.
about the
I
layout
could
of the track.
I could call Kev back and ask
How
him
many
how
times-
rough it was this weekend in qualifying.
He's,
I
I think Justin's kind of talking about who can pick better lines in a rougher
I'm going to pick
situation.
Dylan
He'll be
Ferrandis.
lucky
And
to
who
crack
has
the
better
top
cardio
5.
at the end of the main when it's dog shit.
He'll be lucky to crack the top 5.
Okay.
That's all there is to
Okay.
it. There is no facts other than he's an outdoor champion.
You guys should put your money where your mouth is and make a
I
bet
would love to. I would bet him $100 he was lucky to crack the
Take
top
that.
5.
Take that. Take
Because
that, Justin.
your logic has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. You're going off of what he has
I'm
done
literally
right
looking
now.
at results. And there's nothing in
you
any of
wanna
these
give the
results that are driving me to say
Because
there's a guarantee that he is going to be top 5 at Daytona.
What
There
are,
is
go to
nothing.
Mookie's Daytona results. He's been on a 450 there before.
All right, hold on. We'll look it up. Mookie's Daytona results here. You want to know what he got last year?
What?
Take a guess.
I have no idea.
5th.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 6 spots better than your boy.
Okay,
by
what do
the
you
way.
do? What do you do? Be report
On the same bike as your boy.
Okay.
Last year.
Also, not first year on a 450, but okay.
Want to know what he got the year before that?
I have no idea.
8th place.
Wow, that's great.
3 spots better than your boy.
Was he racing?
On an
Dylan
MC
wasn't racing a 450 in 2020.
on an MCR Honda.
Dylan wasn't racing a 450 in 2020.
What place was he in when he got into it with Barsha? He was kind of toward the front there, too.
I don't know. You go back to 2018. He was 16th.
Oh, cool.
That was the Barsha round. That's
Okay.
when Barsha took him out.
And then
Blew
let's
the
see
radiator
here.
out.
You go back 2017. He was 16th.
Cool.
Let's see here. It sounds about like your boy's Supercross finishes this year.
Really? I'm pretty sure Dylan's gotten a couple top 5s already this year.
got a podium,
Like,
too.
Yeah, 10th. So that's
go
not to
back-
make you sound like an ass.
You go back to 2016. He was 4th.
I'm done with Mookie and Ferrandis. What do you got next?
I don't know. Hold on. Barsha 5th. Anything on that? I mean, it's just okay. Barsha 5th.
I mean,
Tomac 6th. Here we go. We don't need
Pants
to
are
spend time
still
on
tight.
They're tight as fuck.
He's still got
What's
a
new?
massive.
Shut up.
Oh,
Okay. Anyway. So Tomac, interesting night.
I had him for a win. I think he probably. I really wish he would have started up there with them boys because that
Yeah.
would have been a damn good race.
I mean,
I don't think he
dude,
would have beat Chase.
I don't know. He came
Would
from
he
a
beat
long.
Ando though?
He came from a
Yeah.
long ways back,
It was a
man.
battle into the death.
Yeah, but he got behind. He got behind Eli in the heat race, or got behind Chase in the heat race, and Chase still kept the gap on him.
He was making passes on people on track, but most people like that 450 main was pretty fucking boring. If I'm being real honest.
Yeah, Dylan. Okay, sorry, we're gonna talk about Dylan again. Well, what the? You look like a spode.
I have no idea. We didn't see any video what happened leading up to it though. We just saw the tail end of it.
He just got
No,
loose.
we saw it. You could see Dylan going through the whoops straight as an arrow, and then just weeds
I don't
it
know.
straight to the
Probably
right.
dropped
I
into
was gonna say
that
he just
rut or
got
some
loose
shit.
at the end, so I don't really blame Dylan. He just got loose, and Tomac was coming.
Wow, windy out there, about
Yeah,
to blow
it
it
is.
over.
And then he just got he just got loose at the end there, and Tomac saved it as best he could. So better than going off that triple, fucking literally falling over to the right. So
Yeah. Could have been like Kyle Peters.
yeah, fucking just wadded his shit. So but that was a hell of a ride. Come back to 6th. I didn't know how far he was actually going to get up there because we all know the field's super deep. So I was like,
That's one of those point salvaging rides that
Yeah.
I think that's why we keep seeing a different
point
Tomac this
3
year.
points between him and Ando for the title right now.
Different Tomac this year.
Yep. So
Let me ask you guys this: is it a different Tomac, or do you think we still see a mental lapse round?
I still think we see a mental lapse round.
Do you?
Yeah, I think it's just gonna be one.
I don't know.
It depends on how close this battle gets between him and Anderson.
Yeah, I mean, this seems different. I mean, you watch those Yamaha behind the scenes videos.
Yeah, I watched some of those.
Beyond the
Those
gate
are
or
pretty
something.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they
I wish they did a little
Another
more
topic.
behind the scenes than the
Yeah.
race coverage that I
Well,
see already. But
another
whatever,
topic
it's
though is they fucking had the radio communication audio that they
Yeah,
were
that's
using.
cool. Yeah,
that was
yeah.
cool.
fine. So yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. We'll see if we don't get a lapse, it's going to be a battle to the death essentially between him and Ando. I think coming down to this title. So
Yeah, Ando should still have the points lead, whatever.
He should.
yeah, he should. But if ands, what's and buts, you know.
Yeah, I liked on the podium. He was like, "Yeah, I've gotten kicked down a couple times, so I'll take this one."
Speaking of that, can we talk about that the video they did? We're talking about him, Malcolm, Jason, Malcolm, Eli,
I
and
didn't get to
Marsha.
watch it or pay attention to
Dude,
it, but I heard it was pretty cool.
Nostalgia was, you got to go back and watch it. Nostalgia was hitting me hardcore. Seeing those videos, like a lot of those races they showed, like I remember being at some of those races, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's crazy that they think these kids have been racing each other for over 20 years.
Yeah.
It was wild.
AP 7th. Anything on AP? Nothing.
And
Thought it'd be better with the ruts.
Yeah, we got the
Yeah.
panic button out for him yet.
No.
I mean, I don't know how
I
you
think
can
we got
panic,
the
though, first year on the
regrets
team.
button out.
The regret
There's
button.
lots of regrets going on at that camp right there.
With AP?
Oh yeah,
Why?
because he
His
should
first-
still be on that Yamaha.
Oh, you're talking about AP's camp.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about from KTM.
No,
Well,
no. No, so I heard this week that Webb's camp is begging KTM to ride last year's bike, and KTM is telling them fuck no. So
I guarantee it.
any inklings we had of Webb being off that team by the end of the year
Star Yamaha
is
next year.
100% accurate at this point. Oh
Going
yeah,
back to Star.
oh yeah. Everybody's playing
Can you
dumb.
imagine the number 2 and 3 on the same team?
Ooh.
And then Frenchie's going to go to the KTM, right?
Ooh.
Either that or Kawasaki.
Oh, yeah, there, Cowie. I've heard Cowie too.
I heard
so.
Fortner's going to Kai.
Pro Circuit.
I heard Fortner's on 450 out of Pro Circuit's truck for 1 season, just to fulfill the contract, and then they're going to tell him to kick fucking rocks.
Well, we'll
Oh,
get
you
into
think
the
he goes to
250. We'll talk about with the 250. depending on
But
what he's gonna
anyway,
do.
outside of that, back to AP. Yeah, I think there's lots of regrets going on in his inner circle of leaving Yamaha. To be honest
Well,
with
you
you,
know, maybe if he was riding the 2021 bike, things wouldn't be so bad.
yeah, that could be a thing too.
Yeah,
But
the
I mean-
winner in it all is Barsha. You
Man,
still got the old one.
yeah.
This is the thing that pisses me off, though. We got to stop doing this. Man's already got a podium this year. Like, I understand that these guys have to fulfill certain things, but
Yeah.
dude, and all three of us at this table are real fucking guilty of it. We get way too hard on these
Yeah,
dudes.
we
Yeah,
do.
we
We
do.
do.
Like, you got a podium. Like, who the fuck are we to critique?
But
and-
I think it hasn't been as good as what we thought it was going to be.
No, it hasn't. I completely agree. But like when you got people up there saying, "Oh, he's fucking riding like shit," you got a podium in a damn 450 Supercross.
Yeah,
man.
and
He did.
the other big thing with it too that we have to take into account is that we hear all the stuff about how bad these bikes are.
yeah,
About how much they all don't like the new bike because there's something wrong. I haven't heard exacts.
Yeah, I
as to
think
what-
it's awesome how much Webb has like changed his tune. Like at the intro, he's like, "Best bike ever ridden." Blah blah blah. Yeah,
always is, man. You get on, you're like, oh yeah, this is sweet, and then it never works out.
maybe they should just take the 2021 and form fit the 2023 plastic on there.
Roxon, 8th place.
Done after Supercross.
Big rumors. He's done with Honda.
Well, yeah.
After this year.
Yeah, well, he needs to just
maybe
be
he
done.
needs to change the scenery.
Yeah,
Where,
I don't know,
though?
I don't know where.
Yeah, I was about to
that
say.
I don't know. The big thing I
It
keep
goes back to KTM.
That is the big thing I keep hearing.
goes back to
In
KTM.
fact, I've heard Weege. I think it was Weege bring this up several times this week about him going back to KTM because of the Red Bull tie.
Well, let's see.
With
Coop's gonna
Red
be
Bull, Where the
gone.
hell? Yeah, where would
Coop's
he go?
gonna be gone. Marv's gonna be gone.
Yeah,
I mean, it could
It
be
works.
just could be just him and AP.
yeah.
Because we
Yeah,
know
I
that
don't
Honda's
know.
trying to fucking get Jet Lawrence on that 450 as quick as possible.
Yeah. So needless to say, I haven't heard retirement, but I've
Man,
heard that
I just-
there is not.
I think a
just don't
change of
wanna
scenery might
happy.
help him.
maybe.
Well, I mean, we see what it's doing for Eli. And
Yeah.
not to say they were in the same boat, not the same situation.
I was thinking this the other day. What if they just come out of fucking nowhere and he's at Star Yamaha, but the Red Bull thing, he ain't letting that go.
Yeah, that's well. Then I've also heard Weege say that like these energy drink things are not as strong of a tie as we all think they are. Now we all know he's getting paid by Red Bull, which is a big deal.
Bet you he's
who
getting paid
knows?
more from Breitling than he is Red Bull.
Maybe, but who
Art of
knows?
sport.
Can I be real honest with you? You know what I'd really like to see Kenny do, and I know that it would be shitty for all of like American fans.
Go back to Europe.
Go back to the GPs.
I don't think he'd do that. You want to know what I think?
Well, because he knows what will happen.
Here's
but
another thing. I don't know what kind of support they're going to get for this World Supercross thing.
That was
but
exactly
I
where I
think
was
this World
going.
Supercross thing is going to turn into like the retirement home.
Can
Yeah.
I give you
Which will
guys,
be sweet.
Can I give you the reason why though I would like to see Kenny go over to the GPs, since we kind of really don't have too many other people to talk about before we get
so
into
you can watch hurling, smoke him.
Well, I mean, that's part of it, but like why I would want to see that Hurlings plays into this though. So hear me out. So we obviously know Kenny doesn't have a 450 Supercross championship.
Yeah.
And he never got a chance to ride 450 GPs.
I don't think he's going back.
No, I don't think so either. But he did make an interview years ago. I think it was after 2019, after Hangtown. I don't remember who it was. It wasn't with LeBig, and it wasn't with Lewis Toon or whatever the fuck it is.
Phillips.
Lewis Phillips. It wasn't with him. It was some other website, and they were talking to him and the possibility of like when he knows he can retire, of coming back home to the GPs. I feel like with where Kenny is at in his career, there's still stuff he wants to accomplish, but he's got money, retirement, and there's other shit he could do. Like, go back home, do one last hurrah. Maybe going back and racing Hurlings, the guy that he grew up racing with, his arch nemesis, so we call it.
Yeah.
The guy that he did beat in 250s, but we all know where Hurling's career is gone and what he is titled is as an outdoors. It would give Kenny some new motivation.
Yeah.
Like we talk about switching teams, giving him another purpose. Because if you tell Ken Roxon, we know that motivation is not an issue for him. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, with everything he's been through. You tell him one last year, one last hurrah. He's not even 29 yet. We know that he's been through some shit, but we know if he took a year off to let his body completely
he just needs to be done with Honda.
give
man.
him a reason to get up in the morning, because that's the thing. He's been racing these same dudes for how many years now? He's been doing the same shit over and over again. Tell him we'll give you whatever you want. He can be on KTM, he can be on whatever. One last hurrah in the GPs. Try win that championship and go try to beat Jeffrey Hurwitz.
Yeah, I don't see him doing that much traveling though.
He's so in tune with America now. Like,
yeah.
But
it's
don't
like
you
when
guys think that would
Villapoto
give him
went
a
over
new?
there.
But don't you think that would give him a new purpose?
What I really see happening here
I don't
is
think he could commit 2 to 3 years into
No.
it, because
No,
the first
1 year.
year wouldn't
there's
be
no.
good.
I would say there's no way he'd be able to do it in 1 year.
I just
He's
don't
got to learn how to travel all these countries again.
Well, then
He's
he needs to
gotta-
be
his
done.
body's different now.
Then I think he
like-
needs to be done.
I think a change of scenery is what we're going to see coming,
I
because
don't think
that's
it's gonna
a
be with the shit.
lot of what I'm hearing is a change of scenery. And then I think he's 2 more years, and then I'm with you on. I think by that time the World Supercross
Is the
thing will
retirement
be
home,
up
dude.
and go, and then that's what it's going to turn into. So you're going to get a lot of these guys are going to race the main series here, I think, for until they're 28, 29, 30, and then they're going to go there from their 30s to 40s.
I just don't see.
essentially.
I just don't see it mattering with him. I feel like Kenny's in a situation where he doesn't have any motivation anymore.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
That's why he needs a new team.
Yeah,
But that's the thing, though. I don't think, and I'm going off of some of the stuff that we've heard that he's got going on in his personal life. That's a change of scenery.
Have you heard more since what? Sorry to
No,
cut you
I'm just
off,
going
but-
off of what
No.
we know.
Okay.
That's not a change of team is not going to do it. That's why I made the comment that his situation with Tomac is different, or with
Yeah.
Eli. We see what he did. Okay, he goes to a new team, and I do agree with you guys. I think going to a new team would rejuvenate him. But if he has all this shit that actually is going, if that's really actually going on, that's not going to mean shit.
Yeah.
that's not going to mean anything to him.
Yeah.
He's gonna for that to change. He needs a new purpose, and doing the same shit over and over again. Oh, cool! I'm with a new team. That's great. He's already done that before.
yeah.
I don't. If this is going to be the case, I'll just say it now. Ken Roxon, that we know, that guy's never coming
He's
back.
been with Honda a lot of years though.
But he was with KTM a lot of years too. He's with Suzuki a lot of years. Like,
Yeah,
so what
but
I'm saying is,
but think about it. So he leaves KTM, okay,
but it's the same dudes though. He'd be going
and
back
he goes to Suzuki.
Yep,
Okay, and what's he do? Rattles off. They win 1 or 2 titles.
he won the 2016. Title.
Yeah,
He
2016.
almost went
That's right.
undefeated, yeah.
Yeah. So he wins that title. Then he leaves them, and he goes and he goes to Honda, and then all of a sudden, boom, he rattles off the first however many Supercross wins there before he fucking blows his shit out. Then comes back from that. It's like, okay, I come back, I gotta do this, and boom, boom, boom. But now there's bike issues going on. No matter what anyone says,
Which makes no sense
There
to me.
are bike issues going on
Which
there.
makes no sense to me.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
And I keep
after
hearing
all the
different
success last year.
rumblings. Yeah, and I keep hearing different rumblings of there's major bike issues
Yeah,
going on.
I don't buy that shit.
Yeah, I don't either.
And he is
Mike's the same.
from what I've heard outside of the personal things we've heard. I heard that there is a total loss of confidence in that bike by him.
Which makes no
At this
sense. Once
point.
again, it's the same bike as last year. How is that? That's not possible.
Yeah, I
it's
don't know.
literally not.
It's
and
the same fucking bike.
Yeah, and all of a
I
sudden
know.
Chase, and all of a sudden Chase on certain nights doesn't have an issue with it. So like,
I know. I don't understand it either. Okay,
Yeah.
but I
Well-
do. But I mean, as riders, we know that when a bike, I mean, I don't have total loss in my Blue Crew, but I know that front suspension needs work for
Yeah.
me to be able to ride it any more than what I have already. So, like, I understand it in that sense. At the very lowest of low levels, you can
Yeah,
understand
but
riding
at
a
that
bike.
elite level, you should be able to adapt and figure out how to
and
ride
once
You
it.
should
again,
be able
and once
to,
again,
but-
coming from a mechanics aspect, it's the same bike as last year. That shit has nothing to do with the bike. It has everything to do with. And I'm one of the guys that is a big. Anybody that knows me, I am big on if a guy says the bike's not doing what he wants to do, fix the bike and then go after him, because we know that bike is proven.
Yeah.
It's not the bike. It's Kenny. It's Kenny.
Any chance they have made? God, yeah, that is weird. I don't know.
And see, here's
All right.
another thing.
We
The
gotta
last,
move
thing,
on
the
from
last
that,
thing,
though.
the last
Yeah.
thing I will say about this, the reason why, even though it would be a change, it really wouldn't, because if he goes back to KTM, which well, obviously we're getting way ahead of ourselves, but say that is, it's not really a change because it's all the same dudes.
Yeah.
it's all the same guys he was when he left there in 2014.
Yeah.
Ian's still there, Roger's still there, Frankie's still there. Like, it's literally all the same guy, and Carlos is still there. So it's all the same dudes. So
don't
like,
know.
really, it wouldn't. Unless he goes to fucking Husky or Cowie, which we know Cowie's not. I think Ken Roxon's done. As much as I hate to say it, I think Ken Roxon.
Maybe. Yeah.
he's
I don't
done.
know. I don't know. So, all right.
I could see him going out and like doing some DBK shit.
All right. Ninth place, Dylan starts again as
Yep.
per normal, as we've talked about and argued about for weeks on end. Brayton, 10th place.
That's good.
Brayton, from the interviews I
That
hear from
sexy
him,
motherfucker.
he is just pumped to be top 10. If he's top 10, he's happy.
And he's actually
Good thing I picked him.
He was top 10 all day.
Actually,
me too.
He's trending actually upwards. I mean, no, that he's had his issues, but he's been because when he started off the season, like he was what 13th, 14th the first couple rounds.
And you got to think he didn't have all those off-season races to get warmed up with anymore.
Do we really?
Braytona.
Do we really?
No.
Braytona.
Yeah, there we go.
Braytona.
Hey, that's just gonna pump Dylan
Is
back.
he
going to
beat Mookie and Dylan?
No, let's be
Oh,
real.
come
That
on.
the win that he got that year, let's be
Weird.
real, that was a lot of circumstances.
Do we see him really though bumping farther up in the top 10 that much at this
Triple
point?
Crown would be the only one.
Yeah. I mean, I see him 8 to 12. I guess would be about.
I mean,
his
at
ceiling.
38 years old, it's not like that's a shaking a stick at anything. That's not. That's great.
Dino, Mr. Consistency, 11th. Vince Freeze, first time out on the 450. Good day for him.
Kind of where we
About
thought.
one
he'd
to
be.
fucking
10,
eat.
12. Yeah.
Kind of what we thought. 10 to 15.
Yeah.
Can you?
12, dude. Like, come on.
I mean, let's be
Everybody
real though.
quit shitting on the guy. He's
I
fucking
know.
good.
I know. And another thing too, though, like
I'm
you
not
could
shitting on
definitely.
him. I picked him.
So did I. You can definitely tell that like his matureness compared to where he was a couple years ago, because this is like what if you go back to the last couple rounds on the 250 West Coast, there were certain sections that like everybody was hucking that were just gnarly, crazy hucks. That 3-3-3-2. I don't think he did it but one or two times the whole entire night.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm going to go 2-3 and then whatever the rest of the rhythm was. And then you can just tell that's a guy that's like very comfortable with where he is in his career. Like he's like, I don't have to go out and 3-3-3 this thing. I don't care. Like I'm just going to do the consistent line that's comfortable for me.
Yep.
And I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Yeah. And I like seeing that from guys because we see way too many times the guys go past their comfort zone or what, as Jet likes to say, run out of talent, and it gets them hurt. And I, just like you guys, don't want to see these guys get hurt.
Yep. Okay. Let's see here. So Heartthrob, Brandon Hartraff, 13th.
Good.
Amart, 14th. Not bad for having a
Jesus
finger
Christ.
issue.
Him and Brees in that LCQ.
Oh, yeah, just battling.
Oh,
battling.
Martin was just chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but like, could you tell though that every time you get close to Brees, Amart's just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Chiz is going to Chiz at a 15, so that's good. Sexton, scrambles his whole fucking eggs in his head and still finishes 16th, which is sad here. Bogle, 17th. He's
Your
just...
boy is
Oh,
just...
man,
I don't know
it's
what's
rough.
going on.
What the
He needs to go do DBK shit in the hills with them boys.
Oh, God,
In his
yeah.
Twisted
I would,
Tea
I would
outfits.
fucking love it. Oh,
him and Josh Hill.
ugh.
Cade Clayson, 18th. Brees, 19th. Shane.
Cade don't know how to get lapped, Clayson.
Shane,
Shane,
do we
20th.
think the back is already starting to flare up?
Yep, probably.
Yeah.
You think?
That's
That's
weird
what
how we all called this.
I mean, I don't know if that's what's happening, but I'm going to assume that's got to be what's
I'm
happening.
going carbon
right now.
monoxide in this round.
Oh, Jesus
Okay,
Christ. Starling, 21st
Max.
with carbon monoxide.
Carbon monoxide.
poisoning.
Max hurt.
And Anstey, down and hurt.
Down
And-
in a weird spot.
Yeah, down
Do
in a
we
real weird spot.
know-
The elevated corner, right?
Yeah, it was. Did
Yeah.
anybody? But he was all the way to the inside, though.
Yeah, I don't
I don't know
know
if he
what
got like
happened.
boost coming
Got
out.
sideways in that rhythm before.
But did anybody like? Is there a video of it though?
I haven't seen it
No,
yet.
I think leg or somebody was saying.
Okay, so the last thing I'll
Oh,
say
is that
about
what it was?
okay,
I don't know. Somebody told me
Well,
that.
he's already got the foot, right? The foot was his issue.
No,
And-
it's shoulder.
oh, a shoulder. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Maybe finish that off.
So the thing that bothered me in that whole entire time though. So he was posted up there because the docs didn't want to move him for like 2 laps, right?
Yeah.
Why the fuck did the flagger just have the bike on the track the whole entire time?
I don't know.
Like for 2 laps, we had the flags out, and I'm like,
I don't understand half. Of this
I'm like,
shit that
what?
happens.
I'm sitting there watching it, going, bro, roll the bike off the
Yeah, what
track.
the fuck are you doing?
Like, what are you doing?
Dude, you know what? It's Dig Dugs, and we just don't know anything
Look, man,
about 'em.
I'm sorry, just shit like that pisses me off because like you're thinking that all the riders are like, dude, he's off the track. We'll just roll the bike off so we get the flags off the track.
Yeah.
Because that was such a stupid section for that to happen.
Whatever. So, all right.
Fucking
whatever, dude.
Whatever, bro.
Anything else 450? You want to make any other stupid claims about Dylan before we move on to the 250s?
Oh my God, you won't be talking this tune when we go outdoors.
You sound like I have said that. I'm not going to argue that with outdoors, but indoors the results aren't there.
Look, Daytona technically is outdoors, isn't it?
No. Yeah. So is Anaheim
Not really. It was still in a stadium. This is actually outdoors.
in a fucking stadium.
Yeah, I know.
It's in a racetrack.
Look, bro, we'll be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's okay. When he wins that outdoor championship again and goes 2 in a row,
when he
no-
gets 5th, I'm going to be like, wow, that was impressive.
when he beats Mookie, which is actually this whole conversation we were having,
Yeah, probably not.
I'll just be like, okay,
Look, Mookie is a top 5 guy.
I don't give a damn. When Frenchie gets a start, he's a top 5 guy. I don't care.
Depends.
I
Unless
really-
he gets fucking wild in the whoops.
Well, he definitely didn't get a top 5 star.
All right. So 250 class
Oh,
recap
dude, hang
here.
on. My phone's listening to us.
Why?
Okay, cool.
Look at it.
Dirt bike kids.
Dirt
Nah.
Bike Kids, 25% off.
Jesus.
President's Day sale.
Unbelievable.
Unreal.
Free plug.
Carson Mumford.
Yeah. All right, so 250 race recap brought to you by Holester Co. They make Kydeck holsters for all your fun toys that go bang bang. And they
Bing
also
bong.
sell other bang bang things.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
So anyway, make sure to check them out at miholsterco.com. Again, link in the description below, and thanks to them for coming on board. Mike and Roxy, who own that place. Again, great moto family. They got kids that ride. They all ride. It's fucking fantastic. They're cool people. I was just over there the other day trying to buy some things that go bang bang.
All right.
Got a CRF 150 in the back of the shop he's working on.
Look,
What's
man,
he doing
that's
with that?
It's for his daughter.
Put some supermoto tires on it.
Nah, it's for his daughter.
Oh, I want it.
A CRF 150?
Oh, yeah.
For
150
what?
R.
Cole's heyday
Yeah.
was on the 150.
Oh, was it really?
That,
Yeah.
that got me
Oh,
into four
man.
strokes, dude. I was good on
man.
that bike. I was
Yeah,
pretty good on that bike.
You and,
Oh,
Logan, you
man.
and Logan Carnow battling it out.
Hey, dude, don't worry. You're
Did
about
we battle?
You,
Oh,
Carnow and
Logan.
Carne Asada?
You and
Carnow
Carnow.
and Carne Asada.
I used to beat him when he was on 65.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I mean, you raced Cole Thompson a couple times.
And
He'd
now
probably
he's
be-
I got
racing
waxed
pro.
by Cole Thompson.
It's okay, bro. Cole Thompson, I watched him at Oak Hill win like 13 titles.
I remember him watching fucking drop from B class, second drop, and win A at Log Road.
And now Carnow's getting top 10s in fucking Supercross races, and you're here.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I watched Zach Williams fucking wax Cooper Webb at Redbud.
a good point.
Funny. That is true. That is true.
I whole shot at Cooper Webb.
I watched Dennis Jonan beat Ryan Dungey.
Okay, that's enough reminiscing. We are on to the 250
Derek
class.
Johnson whole shot at Nungy.
He also beat Darren Durham.
So,
Derek Johnson.
No way.
Yeah.
D Baby Johnson.
Yes, he beat Darren Durham.
no one cares about this. Can we talk about the race?
Oh, we would hear about that for. He loves to tell it.
Ask him about it one time. Anyways.
Oh,
seriously,
I'd
ask
never
him.
hear the end of it.
All right. Let's talk about 250s.
Jet Lawrence.
Look good. Look good.
This is a new jet.
I think it's. Oh, I thought the whole marketing thing around him was bitching, where they had the gear match the merch drop and all that. I thought that was cool.
Yes.
He looked really good, but is it a new jet though, or is it just the same jet and it's the first round and we haven't seen him pull a jet yet?
I mean, he did look pretty solid.
Yeah, but I mean, when his wins last year, he also looked really solid. Like, what was it, the second round in Arlington where he won
Dude.
by 15 seconds?
He didn't look like he was even fucking trying last night.
Yeah, but
he
that's
was on a Sunday fucking cruise.
But
And
that's
yes,
a total Jet Lawrence thing. though.
Faulkner reeled him in a little bit.
No, I'm not even going to take anything away from what Jet did. I feel like kind of what we say about a lot of these guys. Give me a few rounds where he does this again, and then I'm like, okay, new Jet. Because he could
Yeah.
do the same. He could go out Triple Crown and
Yeah, I mean, I want to see
Weed
a couple
it.
more,
yeah,
but
he's done this. He did that last year when he won. That's just how Jet rides. I mean, look, we watched him at Ironman fucking win by how many, and wasn't even trying.
yeah, the only difference is that okay, we saw H1 last year. Houston won, right?
Yeah, what did he
And
get?
H1N1.
I don't remember what he got, but he came out and it was a shit show. It was
'cause I think he got, like,
not
fourth or
good,
fifth.
and you could tell he was nervous.
Yeah.
This is not a nervous jet. This is a jet that I'm here to fuck shit up.
I mean, that's
and
pretty
go the fuck
impressive
home.
because he's got even more bullshit off the track shit toward him.
Oh, yeah.
But maybe
Well-
at being at a young age like that, that's all he knows and he's just accustomed to it.
I
Like,
think
that's what
with
it is.
him kind of saying he got a little bit humbled in his going
Yeah,
down.
got slapped
I think
with the
he
humble stick. I
realized
like
that
that a lot,
maybe he's not
yeah.
as fucking good as he thought he was.
Yeah,
You know.
which was why he probably didn't try anything crazy yesterday, like he probably was thinking about.
Which
What did
is
he say he got humbled of?
he got
he
slapped
said
with
he
the
got
humble
humbled.
stick
He
when
said he
in
got
that
humbled.
off season.
Yeah.
when he crashed there.
because he kind of was coming in thinking, "Oh, I'm hot shit" or whatever, and then he
Really?
got humbled and which is
Good.
The thing that scares me though with Jet, because he is so talented, and we've seen it with other guys, that when he wants to try to pull some shit that only he could do, is he going to be able to do it or is he not? And that's why I say, like, give me a few more rounds, and if he wins the next 2 rounds or whatever,
Yeah.
I'll be like, okay, he's going to easily win this championship. But like I
he
said,
wasn't even like scrubbing hard yesterday though.
the
like,
thing that I
was-
don't understand.
Using his legs, though, that's faster.
I was gonna
honestly.
say he was just soaking it up and just like
100%.
straight jumping everything.
The thing that, like, I don't understand though, where he passed Fortner, same place he passed J Mart. How did nobody like give the guys heads up? Hey man, he's got
hey.
no problem running in deep in that left hander.
FYI, he went up and pecker slapped J Mart in that heat race and said, "Look, I know you're the old dog, but the young pup's here to fucking ride, boy."
Well, we'll talk
don't
about
remember that.
We'll talk about J
Were
Mart.
you expecting more out of him?
J Mart?
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about him when we get to him.
Yeah, we'll talk about J Mart here in a second. But dude,
No,
when he
Yeah.
passed him in that heat and went up and like made some contact and stuff, I was like, "Oh boy."
I got
he
a little
knows-
scared though when J Mart stayed in it, like coming out of the corner. I was like, "Oh fuck, they're both gonna go down."
But dude, he did that, and I don't know. Did I send it in the group chat or did I not? Because I literally said like,
it was
dude,
it was
he
like late.
Yeah, I was like, dude, he went up and pecker
did.
slapped him a little bit.
Yeah.
Just not like full blown punch, just like
No,
a
just
light
random one.
backhander of like, hey bud,
But how did
I'm fucking here.
How did Fortner, who had to have because he was Jet was the only guy that's really running in deep on that corner.
Yeah.
That nobody was like, hey,
I don't know.
like protect the inside.
I don't fucking know.
Like I just watched that. I'm going, bro.
But here's what I really like to see out of Jet. I want to see a race where Fortner's beating him and they're really fucking close, and Jet just settles in and gets second.
Well, I think these next 2 rounds we're gonna find out.
Because that would be, then I would really be on this Jet train of
settles.
like, we're championship mindset. We know how to do it, and we're gonna fucking do
Well,
it.
we got the Triple Crown at Daytona, so we're gonna fucking find out
We're gonna
everybody's
find out.
mindset.
A
Because
Triple Crown at Daytona.
no,
No.
Triple Crown and then Daytona.
I was gonna say
God, that would suck.
Triple Crown at
hey.
Daytona would be fucking awesome.
Or East West Shootout at Daytona.
Yeah, but anyway, but no, I was like I said, I was really impressed because he was not like there was no emphasis on fucking pushing it, or even when Fortner started to close on him, like I didn't know. So did you guys notice going back to 450s for just a second? Did you guys notice how much Ando was like doing this?
Well, I think he wanted to realize how close Coop was because
Yeah.
when he did realize, he's like, I'm not about to get Ken Roxon.
Yeah,
Like that was what I was thinking. He's like, "Where's Coop?"
But we didn't
Where's
see.
Coop?
But we didn't see that out of Jet at all. Even when
No.
Fortner was closing down on him, he wasn't paying attention behind him. He was just going
Well-
forward and just like I said, the straight jumping, not hard scrubbing, not looking
soaking
like
it up
he
with
was.
his legs.
Yeah,
It's
just
more
not
energy
looking
efficient.
like he was ready. Like he was fucking going. He was just like, dude, I'm cruising.
Well, and he even
Okay,
said
sweet.
it. He even said it on the podium. He's like, "Look, Fortner was keeping me honest. When he would close up, I was marking him, pull it back out a little bit. But like he even said it, obviously until the way end. He's like, I wasn't pulling on him.
Yeah.
I just knew like, hey, I can settle in here, and this is when I got to push. And at that point, that track was so fucking chewed up. Like,
Yeah.
if you were gonna try to make up 2 seconds or whatever it was,
Mm-hmm.
or 1.8, you're probably gonna go down. Let's be real. To try to make
Yeah.
up 1.8 seconds, you're gonna go down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. Second place, Austin Forkner. I feel like that was a great ride for him.
I think that was good. Good
He
rebound, good confidence booster.
looked
Especially after
fast
the way
all day.
that heat race went.
Yeah.
I was like, oh fuck, here we go again. And then
He's on top of the board.
well, no, the heat race.
The heat,
Yeah, but in practice,
in
though.
practice, yeah, he was close. I don't remember what he qualified, but,
But he likes
was,
to
he was
dick
right up
measure
there
in practice. He's
yeah, he does.
Well, I think that with how that main went, that showed that he is just over the whole narrative about like he can't win championships, he can't stay healthy for an entire season. He kind of is like, well, I'm just gonna like show my speed, and if it's not good enough, then I'm gonna take this second. Because after Jet got around him and he started to gap him when he started reeling him back in, Fortner didn't really get sketchy that entire rest of the main. He's just like putting in laps.
This is
Yeah.
the first time Fortner will be at Daytona, correct?
No,
He's never been an East Coast guy.
He was at Daytona in 2018 when him and Zacho were battling that. He won Daytona that year. Remember when him and Zacho were going back and forth, and then Fortner crashed his brains out? Did Zach?
When he cross jumped him or whatever?
No.
He won Daytona in 2019.
Oh, he did race. He raced Daytona in 2019.
Yep.
He won Daytona in 2018 though too. Didn't
No,
he?
2018 he was third.
Okay, so I'm only
I
thinking.
guess I didn't know Fortner was a Daytona guy.
Yeah, he's done pretty well there over the years.
Yep,
He likes
third,
it.
third and first. Those are the only 2 times he's been there. Yep, third and first.
Okay.
So
2018 was that year that Zach was like literally dead last in the
Yeah.
heat race. It's going to be interesting, man. Like I said, I can't keep putting enough emphasis going from a Triple Crown to Daytona. Mm-hmm. It's going to put a lot of pressure on these boys to start off the year. Like, hey, we got
Yeah.
Minnesota, track's going to be gnarly, and then now we're going into the two
You
crazy
know who's
things.
ready for Daytona.
J-Mart? Well, let's just talk about. Well, I guess we got to talk about McAdoo.
I'm going to say, let's keep moving here. So McAdoo third. I thought that was a good, solid ride for him.
Oh, Mitch Payton definitely rolled his chair back from the edge.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that depends. Is it back up to the edge because of Jet Reynolds or?
No,
Oh,
it was up on the edge. He was
God.
teeter-tottering, but he rolled it back.
He probably
was
threw a
teeter-tottering
he
in
probably
Amelia.
he probably waited till Jet. He knew that he was going to be okay. And then
He
probably
was
threw a
tottering the
crescent
front
wrench.
wheels over the edge.
Probably threw a crescent wrench at his head.
Yeah. So, no, I think this was a good first race ride for McAdoo here for the year. I mean, third
he closed on
place.
Fortner there for the first couple
did,
laps.
yeah.
Yeah, he was right there at the end, too.
I was gonna say he was in it. So I mean, the top
five were who
were
we
all
thought,
within 10
though.
seconds.
The
so
top 5 was who we
were
thought.
all we thought. Yeah. So that's for sure.
Do you think McAdoo is probably was over the offseason talk? Like, this is Jet, it's Fortner, it's J-Mart, even RJ to an extent. He's like, hey guys, like I battled for this championship last year. I won races. I didn't win it, but like I'm not a fucking 7th place dude.
I don't know. I feel like there was some talk around him last week.
Justin Starling.
No, well, besides Starling, they did mention
Maybe
him
he
on
had-
Pulp.
Maybe
stuff.
some stuff was bothering him before.
Yeah, I don't know. He's in the conversation.
Yeah, but do
He
we
has
really
been in the
Do we
conversation.
really see him though when we get 3-4 rounds in when a lot of these dudes are peaking.
I
him
just don't
still be
think.
there.
I just don't think he's got top end speed to go
That's
with Faulkner
why
or fucking
J-Mar,
Faulkner or Jet.
Or even RJ, if RJ can stay. Like, I want to give credit to McAdoo, but we just know.
I mean, honestly, if you were to ask me, it is Jet Faulkner speed wise. Jet Faulkner are here, and then you drop here, and you've got Hampshire, McAdoo, J-Mar are all in the same speed category, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. You know,
So and it's not like far off, but it's kind of like it's not even as far as like Hunter and Craig.
well, there's another guy
difference.
that we're going to talk the further we go on this list. If he could, stay on two wheels and get a start, that I think could jump his name up in there.
Yeah. So anyway, J-Mart fourth. I think that was exactly what J-Mart needed to do.
Yes,
Finish a fucking race.
yes,
Finish
Wait,
a
what do you get,
fucking
fourth?
race.
yeah.
Fourth.
and
Yeah.
not get landed on.
Not get landed on, not get hurt, not crash all day.
Yeah, because his confidence,
Golden.
he's probably like, all right, I'm good.
Just get through Supercross.
Yeah.
And then win an outdoor title. Just
Well,
dominate the fucking outdoors.
I even mean for just getting through Supercross and like having good finishes. Like he's just, dude. Like I got landed on last year. I won that heat race. Let's be real. He probably could have won that title last year with who he was racing.
Yeah.
Got landed on. We know that 2020 was up and down with everything going on at Geico. The horsepower wasn't. There's just been shit going on with him at Supercross. He hasn't been able to stay healthy. He's just like, hey, I just need to get through this first round. Like that's it. That's all I
Yep.
need to do.
Nope.
And like I
Yep.
said, with
That's
Daytona,
100%.
with Daytona being in 2 rounds, something that he's gonna love riding. I don't think I expected any more from him. Like, yeah, maybe I thought he was gonna win, and then after practice, I was like, no, he's gonna maybe be on the box.
Yeah. Yep. Fifth place, RJ Hampshire. Listened to a post-race interview. He was having stomach cramping issues about midway through that main, like severe stomach cramping issues, he was saying, which now what we know or what you've told me
Is
about
that,
the carbon
carbon
monoxide,
monoxide?
maybe. He said it got better at the end of the race, but he said, yeah, like midway, it was like bad. So I don't know. Fifth place, but again, I think that was good. He needed to just come out in the opening round.
All
not
Another guy
have-
that just needs to fucking finish.
All
Yeah.
5 of those dudes did exactly what they needed to do last
Yeah.
night. They just needed to make it through the first round.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
They were all just like,
Get through the
There.
first round. Don't have anything happen.
They're probably all thinking, "Holy shit! Please just don't crash. Just don't.
Yep.
Just don't crash. Nobody crash in front of me. Nobody crash behind me."
Pierce Brown, 6th.
That's who I was going to talk about.
Okay.
that heat race. I told you.
I honestly believe that
That was impressive.
if he can keep building his confidence and be like, "Hey, I can make it through these races and get a start," I think he can throw his name in there for being a guy that's going to start now championship, throwing his name in there for like, "Hey."
I don't know. I thought Moseman was going to be a change man from that team, but
But I think Pierce
Yeah.
Brown's faster than Mosman.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's go a few rounds and see if Brown gets
Well,
in
that's
the
what
Brown.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He needs to get through these rounds. Like, hey, I can stay on 2 wheels.
oh,
Yeah.
he's down to Brown.
I mean, he was good last night.
It was good.
When that heat race got 6th, I mean, the start wasn't
I was gonna
great.
say it's really funny because a lot of these top 10 dudes, it was like they did like we've been talking about,
And the guy right after Pierce
yeah.
Brown, Styles.
Yeah, Styles.
Same thing.
Pretty much what we thought.
But
Yeah.
now finding out that he literally didn't start riding Supercross until what, 10 days ago?
Yeah, but I heard he's still injured. Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not like
Well, he
that
had a-
injury. There was something else, is what I've heard.
Well, he's been
Really,
having
riding pretty well then.
He's been
yeah,
having nagging injuries
that's why
for,
when
like,
you
the
were
last 3
talking on the
years.
fantasy show about picking him, I was like, do it. Pick
Oh,
him.
thanks for telling me.
No, I
He's-
was trying
well,
to fuck
it
you a little bit.
turned-
on
Did you,
that.
did you pick
Oh,
him?
yeah, listen to
Did you
this
pick him?
dickhead over here.
Did you pick him?
Yeah.
Well, it turned out well then, didn't it?
Look, bro, am I
Yeah.
trying to fucking win this championship between us? Yes,
Look.
I fucking am.
Oh, so he is playing dirty. We
Looks-
need to start holding shit back on the fantasy
I
pod.
know, right? I got to just start.
We're
like,
trying to be transparent to
I
the
know.
listeners.
I'm going to pick
and we got
Isaiah
this guy
Clark
over
next
here.
time.
I fucking listen to more shit than you guys do. So like, yeah,
AJ Canzaro, man.
Yeah.
dude.
Good for Styles though, but he's been
We'll talk-
dealing with
we'll
injuries.
talk a
for
little
like-
bit about him,
He's been
too.
dealing with injuries for like the last 3 years.
Yeah, he's just injury prone. What are you doing? Could you not do
My
that?
chin
I'm gonna
itches,
shut your
dude.
fucking mic off,
All right.
dude.
So
My chin itches.
not
Could
bad.
you hear it?
I mean, his speed was good.
Dude,
He was on top of the board at one point in Q1.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, so that was impressive. Enzo Lopes, 8th. I mean, that's a good ride for Enzo, dude.
I picked him.
I picked
That's
him
a
too. I
really
like that
good
kid.
ride for the club.
Did you notice that like at one point all 3 of the club dudes
We're in a
were
row.
just freight
Yeah.
training?
Yeah, it was awesome.
And Phil was in the middle and he's probably just going, swear to God, if one of you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, did y'all see the after thing with him and Faulkner?
Faulkner, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
Okay, because I want to talk about that too.
I do too. So your boy Levi Kitchen, that was fucking impressive yesterday.
Dude.
Not the main.
Oh, you're shitting on him.
Not the main so much.
Yeah.
But the
The
fucking,
main was probably nerves.
yeah, but qualifying,
From the B?
From the B and on top of the board halfway through the
Track's
A.
better in 250B though.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
That
but
was
at one,
still
but at one,
fucking.
but dude, he was like almost 2 seconds faster.
I was gonna say it was like a second and something
Told you.
faster.
I love
it was
Levi, dude.
fucking, when I saw that, I was like, "Holy shit!"
Oh, he's gonna
Pick him. You
he's
told
gonna
me.
He's gonna be good.
You know what I
that's-
did? I picked him.
You know what that sucks though? Now he's gonna be an all-star and his fucking
Yeah. No, he's
Oh,
not,
I used him up.
no, he's ninth. Isn't
Yeah,
only
I thought it was
eight-
1 to 9.
No, top 8.
Well, he's going to be a negative handicap.
Yeah, he will be.
Yeah.
I'll still probably pick him though.
No,
Because
dude, he's gonna be good. I just that was him making it through.
He slept on the gate in the main because I was watching that when you came over.
Yeah.
he slept on that fucking.
Well,
gate.
in the heat
Nervous.
race too, he
Yeah.
just messed up that rhythm section, and everybody's so close. But he got passed by 3 dudes.
Yeah. I was gonna say the heat when he got out to that start, I was like, "Fuck, he's gonna win this heat," and then he fucked up that rhythm. I was like, "Oh, okay."
I love watching that kid ride, dude.
But, dude,
He
it
has
reminds me of an AP.
He's got so much lower body strength, and he honestly tosses that thing around like a BMX bike.
I
was
like
way-
watching Plessinger.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it.
It was way better than I thought it was gonna be.
And
If he would have got like 12th last night, I'd have been like, "Yeah, that's about what I thought."
But I think what was better to your point is how good his speed is. Mm-hmm. Like the fact that he was,
Yeah.
but he was 9th, but his speed,
Yeah, it was good.
Was close to the top 5.
Yeah.
Like, dude, first round, we're good.
It bodes well if he can keep it in
Oh, yeah.
a situation like that through this year and just
He's
finish
gonna-
the season. It bodes well for going into
I
the
think
next
he's going to
year
keep,
or two.
and I think he's going to keep building as the season
Yeah.
goes on. And I think he could. I mean, I won't be shocked if he gets on the box.
I mean, it wouldn't shock me either. My thing with him would be like, especially if I'm managing that team, is just if you can get a top 5 at some point, awesome. Other than that, just fucking do your thing.
Make it through the
Just make it
Supercross
through the
year,
year.
and then go to
Yeah.
outdoors, and then kill it.
Especially when you're doing shit like that. Like, dude, you do shit like that, whatever.
Oh man, dude, if he's on top
Top
of the board,
10,
if he's
yeah.
on top of the board in practice, yeah, he's
Yep.
good.
So 10th place, Phil Nicoletti. This is pretty much where
I was still
pegged-
scared.
Where
I
I
was still
pegged Phil
scared.
in, but I thought he looked good all day.
He did look pretty good, but like, yeah, who called getting it into with one of the younger riders? Like that shit scares me. So.
But so
that was
first
Fortner's
off,
fault, by the way.
Yeah,
was.
that was Fortner's fault.
And then the whole
the
Smitty
Smith
thing in the
thing
main.
was not him.
No, it wasn't
either.
him either time.
In fact, it's so funny because, like I told you, if you listen to his post race, he talks about like, I looked over and I was like, "Where the fuck are you going?" And then Smith wads it, and if you watch the race, he literally is tripling before he singles into that corner, and he sees Smith, and he's just like this in the air, like, "What are you doing?" It's so funny because you could see it on TV.
And then Smith weeds it. And
then Smith just
Phil was
weeds
probably
it,
like,
yeah.
dumb dick.
Yeah, probably. But dude, so him getting into it with Fortner, I listened.
But
to
it
that.
sounded like he was just like, you have the skill. You're better than that kind of
that's
thing.
exactly what he said. He told him was like, dude, you're better than this. Like, don't do dumb shit like that fucks us both up. And from what I could hear of that audio, it wasn't just him being like, dude,
He
you're
said you
fucking
have the
stupid.
fucking skill or
Yeah,
something.
it was something like that. And I was like, I don't see any problem with
No,
this.
I don't either. The thing that scares me though with Phil is do you think at some point, because this is Phil, that he's going to get into it with somebody like a dude that's not on his level, and then him try to go.
First off,
But if it being,
I'm here for that day.
I'm not
about
here
the
for it.
Michael
If it's a
Lessie comment on that
17-year-old
video?
kid
Days of the
though.
weekend, dude, I heard Alessi's getting roasted for
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
For
I'll have
what?
to go look
What?
at
He
it.
made a fucking comment
yeah,
saying that like Phil is the most unprofessional pro rider out there, and I'm
mean, how
like,
about the time
Alessi,
where he
how
just
about you
loaded up in
shut
that
the
corner,
fuck
T-bone
up?
tickle?
Yeah,
Oh, how about the time he dragged his bike to Tedesco?
Yeah, I know. And then fucking yeah.
no, he is getting roasted from what I hear.
I gotta see.
So
yeah.
the thing that scares me with Phil is we kind of want to see this because this is whole Phil shtick. But I am afraid that he is going to get into it with an actual kid though. Like what happens if one of these times he's in like say he goes in LCQ for whatever reason, and some fucking rookie whoever there's enough of them, 17 years old, just squids out and takes him out on accident, and then he tries to go over and be all tough guy. Phil's got to realize that he's dealing with kids, and not only that, but some of these
Did
kids
you just say tries to be tough guy? Because I'm pretty sure, like with
he's
most
not
of these people, I'm
with the
picking
kids.
Phil.
Yeah, with kids. You go in there with an actual somebody. Okay, he wouldn't pull that shit with Weston Pike. Weston would beat his ass.
Well, yeah, but he's smart enough to know that too.
but what
Phil's
I'm
not
saying is
dumb.
he's got to realize that a lot of these are kids, and these kids' dads still come to the track. These kids' dads are bigger than Phil.
Yeah, I'm not sure
You go-
Phil's worried about that either.
He'll get his ass beat.
Well, I'm not sure he's worried about
These
that.
you don't think he's worried about getting his ass beat?
Do you really?
Tony Alessi didn't beat his ass.
I mean,
Tony
say,
Alessi's a bitch.
do you really think that he was worried about that as he was chasing Mike around fucking Canada
This
2
is-
years ago? Like,
Well, that was Mike. Mike was a grown. I'm talking about a kid. If he gets into it with a 17-year-old kid and like grabs his fucking helmet or some shit and tries to yank him on the ground, some of these old boys are Southern boys. Daddies are big dudes. Phil puts his hand on a 17-year-old, Dad's gonna beat Phil's ass.
I'm here for this.
I'm not.
8 days a week.
I'm
and
not
twice
here.
On Sunday.
I'm not here to see that. This is not fucking MMA. These dudes don't know how to fight.
Hey,
The
it's
Alessi
fine.
comment got deleted, boys.
Shocker.
No,
Probably
I'm just-
Alessi deleted it.
I'm just not here for that. This is not MMA. You don't need to act like a tough guy. You don't know how to fight, dude. You're not getting paid to try to fight. And if you fighting a kid makes you look more dumb than anything.
Hey, look, man. If the kid does something dumb, he deserves to get it fucking yelled at.
No,
and
he
if
doesn't.
the dad steps in,
If a kid does something dumb, if he's a rookie in Supercross, it doesn't deserve it. Like, dude, a lot of these kids, their first time racing Supercross, you get loose. Phil, have you seen that crash at the test track with Phil?
yeah,
Yeah, Phil was a kid too. He was a rookie. He did dumb shit.
that's fine. He
That's
probably
part
got
of-
yelled at by his old man too.
Yeah, but he didn't also put his hands on a kid.
And that was at the test track. There's a difference between the test track and the race. I'm
Like I
not making
said,
no money at the test track.
You put your hands on a kid, just be prepared for what happens afterwards.
How many? I mean, you really think, other than like maybe grabbing a hold of their helmet to say like, look,
No,
dumb
if
dick.
he's like yelling at him like that, then no. But we know that Phil sometimes doesn't have control and he will put his hands on you. If that happens, you put your hands on a kid, it's not going to end well for you, bro.
Yeah, but
you're
if-
going to get your
yeah.
shit kicked in.
I don't know. I don't know that I really see Phil putting hands on a fucking any of these kids.
I hope not, but I don't trust Phil. Like, dude is not stable.
and that's the first thing.
You just said Phil is not stable.
He's not stable.
I think
Oh
he's more
my
stable
God.
than we think.
Rude.
What, dude?
Rude.
What do you
Brutal.
mean? You hear the shit that
brutal.
comes out of his mouth?
Brutal.
I mean, have we ever seen him actually put hands on somebody after a race?
I've seen him back in the day at amateurs, maybe not as pros.
Okay, well that's a lot of years ago.
He
doesn't
put-
matter.
I
he
also
put
used to
hands
beat the
on
shit out of
somebody
people back in the day, but here we are. I'm 30 years old now. I pretend not to do it anymore.
Well, this is also, you're not trying to do a shtick that I'm Mr. Tough Guy.
I don't think it's a shtick.
I think it's a shtick.
I
He's not.
I don't think it's really a
Phil's
shtick.
not an actual tough guy. You put him in a situation with a guy that actually knows how to fight, he's going to cower just like the rest of us would. Put him in there with a guy that actually knows how to box. He ain't going to be like, oh, yeah, dude, I'll go after you. I'm a badass. No, you're not. You don't get paid to fight. You get paid to ride a dirt bike. You try to act like a tough guy, it doesn't end
People
well.
get paid for the personalities these days too.
I
I don't
think,
know. I don't see him actually putting hands on anyone. And if any of the dads put hands on him because he's yelling at their kid because they fucking did something in the race,
There ain't gonna be no fights in the pit.
then the dads need to be fucking put in place too. Because let me tell you this. Okay, yes, they're kids. Guess what? There are kids that play in the NHL too. And you want to know what? The dads don't put their hands on the other players when they get in a fucking fight and some 30-year-old dude beats the shit out of them on the fucking ice. They
also
go,
know the NHL
this
is not motocross."
This is what we do.
but you also check people in hockey. You don't try to physically take someone out on a dirt bike track unless you're just being a menace.
I've seen it.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't see him actually putting hands on people. Like, this went way off the rails here for what I was talking about. But I don't,
You think Phil is just gonna actually
like,
fist fight?
Phil
a
is
kid?
running around fist fighting kids.
Phil,
This is what you think is happening.
Phil has a shtick.
You don't like
Would
Phil.
you like me to DM Phil and get him on the show? Because I
Sure.
bet he would have a fucking wonderful conversation with you about running around
Sure.
actually
I
fist
bet he
fighting
wouldn't come
kids.
on, but
No, but
Actually fist fighting
yeah,
kids.
sure, man. If he gets taken out by somebody, you think he's not going to
Weston
implode?
Pike was a fucking fighter, and he was not running around fist fighting fucking people.
Vince Free says otherwise.
Okay. That was once, and we all
So
saw
you don't
what happened.
you don't think that if something like that happens to Phil, something's not going to go?
I don't think Phil's going into the fucking pits. And
I don't
fist
see
fighting
Phil
somebody.
fist fighting people.
you guys. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's going to do that. I'm saying if a situation leads
Isn't
to
that
him,
not what he just said? Was
I'm
that
pretty
if
sure
he
that's what
puts
you just
hands on
said.
these kids' dads are going to put hands on him?
if
like
someone
this
takes
is the
him
whole
out,
thing you just
never
said.
mind. I'm getting sick of this. Go on.
This is we're going
'Cause
around
you
and around in a
guys- you guys
circle
aren't-
about what
you guys
just
aren't
said.
listening to what I'm saying.
You're saying that
I'm saying if a kid accidentally takes him out
Okay.
and costs him whatever, say it costs him getting into the main, making
Okay.
money.
All right.
You don't think that if fucking Phil in his mind sees it that this kid fucking T-boned me, whether it was an accident or not, he's not going to fucking go off the rails and get pissed off when he literally got in
And
for
fight
their
the kid.
shit.
Okay, but going
No.
off the rails
He's
and
not gonna fight
screaming
the
at
kid.
some kid is different than fucking fist fighting them.
Yeah,
okay?
he can scream at the kid, but he ain't
Well,
gonna fist fight him.
Michael Essie also got fucking chased after and he took out Phil.
Yeah,
He didn't fist fight him though.
he didn't fist fight him. I mean, yeah,
He,
granted, he stood-
oh bullshit! He was
went
literally
over
going
and-
over and ready to beat the fuck out of him.
No, he
No,
was not. He
he
did not
fit-
fist fight him because trust me, I've
He
seen the
didn't-
pictures of him standing over him like
He just
this.
stood
if
over
he
him and
wanted
gave him
to
a
hit
throat
him,
slit.
he would have fucking
Okay.
hit him.
All right. Anyways,
I don't see him fist fighting kids.
all right. Anyways,
Maybe yelling at them, and if
He's a
if that's
yeller.
the case, and then the fucking dads step in and fucking do anything
Which
but
I can
yell,
see happening.
then the
We'll go
dads
pay-per-view,
need.
fuck it.
I was gonna say then the
no, I
dads
don't
need
want
to
see
be
that.
out of
They
there.
don't- They don't know how to fight. None of
This
those people.
ain't going pay per view.
But
You watch too much MMA.
But I am there for that 8 days a week and twice on Sunday.
I'm not.
You got
fucking
Justin sweating right now.
Great for.
I'm not here for all that.
You
got him sweating.
I can make him sweat more because I can tell him how Dylan's never going to win a fucking Supercross race. But that's
Look, he is sweating. He had to
another
wipe her down.
thing. He is.
Can we just move
That's
on?
because I started it with the whole Dylon fucking conversation, how he's not going to beat Mookie, and now I'm going to tell him that he's not going to win a race, and now I'm moving on to now he's
No
trying
more-
to tell
no
us
more
that
fist
Phil
fighting.
is fucking going to fist fight 17-year-old kids in the pits. Sometimes you talk about the shit that comes out of my mouth. Have you listened to the ridiculous shit coming from his mouth tonight?
That was the only ridiculous thing. Usually I'm on your side, but
That's
I don't
fine.
think
Let's
he's
go.
fist fighting kids.
Phil fist fighting kids in the pits. Awesome. I'm a fucking.
I don't, dude. I don't know. I'm just picturing like Phil fist fights this kid, and then it becomes like this fucking crusty demons of dirt brawl in the pits with just people tossing each other off each other.
I mean, I can see it.
I really hope it happens at a round I'm at, so I can. See
Oh
this
yeah,
shit.
absolutely.
Like St. Louis would be awesome.
Dude, I'm all for fist fighting Phil, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
I'm not saying it's going to happen either. I'm just saying that it could lead to something
I'm
where
just
it
standing
could
there
happen.
watching that.
All right,
I'm not
who's
doing
next?
shit. All right, moving on. Jace Owen 11th. That was kind of a quiet day. I don't get anything for Jace. Derek Drake 12th. Smith. So this goes back to the whole conversation of you calling the whole like Sexton wadding it. Tom Cooper said something about Smith before the race even started, and I said, "Don't worry, Smith is gonna do Smith things." And sure as shit, an hour
wadded it
later,
twice in the main.
I get a screenshot of him just fucking cartwheeling next to Phil.
God,
and
he looked
I
good in that
said,
heat
"Wow,
race,
I
though.
feel
Yeah,
like
He
somebody
looked good
said
in the
that."
heat.
Looked good in that heat race,
especially
man.
he's on a little lower end equipment too.
Look,
He
guys,
is.
this is who he is. Okay,
Yeah, I just wish he would have like finished, but
he has some good races. He could possibly he's
could
one of those
win.
guys that could win one at some time, and I would just be like, yeah, that's a fucking thing. But
Well, there are probably a lot of times last year he
99% of the
could've won.
time, this is what's going to happen. You're going to see him cartwheeling through the fucking whatevers.
I'm picking him in fantasy.
Well, if we saw him, if we
Good
saw
luck.
if we saw the way he did in the heat race, maybe it's just the thing of is he just needs to get a good start where he's not around a bunch of people and maybe things just go.
Maybe he
fucking
just
south.
needs
he
to like
melted
not
the fuck
cartwheel.
down,
Yeah,
dude.
it's bad. So anyway, Henry Miller 14th. Oh man, when I saw him on the screen.
good.
First off, can we talk about that fucking kit though? Like the Minnesota Wild design
That was
with
Jerry
it
Robin.
on the bike.
That was Jerry-
it?
that was
Oh,
Jerry Robin.
Oh, sorry, wrong Minnesota guy.
There's like
Sorry.
30 of them last
Sorry,
night, so it's
wrong
fine.
wrong Minnesota guy. Cullen Park, good rookie debut there. And,
Yeah, I can't believe Matt picked him
15th.
in fantasy though.
Yeah, that was
serious.
fucking
Really?
Yeah.
That was bold.
That was
Bro,
awful.
when he put when he said that he picked Smith, Catanzaro, Welton, and fucking
Dude,
I was like, go for it.
And then when
dog.
I saw Welton Park make it, I was like, holy shit.
Oh, dude.
Jeremy Hand 16th. That's not bad.
didn't
Cody
see that.
Got me
Cody
fucking full
Schock.
points on that
Give
one.
Cody Schock a factory bike with a 17th finish in fucking.
Who says give him
He
factory
does a
bike?
factory bike.
Dude, everybody last year,
And
dude.
well, we were
He's
talking
not
about
on
that
a bike.
outdoors,
I know, but it's just funny because
which is crazy because he was actually good in Supercross last year.
Yeah.
He was top 10 guy.
yeah. Who knows what the hell's going on there? Marshall Welton 18th, Kyle Peters 19th. Anything, Cole? Have you seen anything about what happened to Peters?
Well, he got
You
taken
didn't
off
watch
the
him get taken out and
He got
stuck on
taken off the
side
track, bro.
No, I
That fucking tabletop before the finish?
And he got
but-
stuck in between
And then he
the
got
shit.
squitted out.
Yeah, but what the fuck? Because then he pulled off.
I think he had bike issues.
Then, yeah. something.
So anyway, Varese again bike issues. I think 20th, Fry 21st. Shocker there.
I think he had another. I think he was having bike issues. Jesus, I don't know. Shit was going on.
Maybe the monoxide was fucking the bikes up.
Maybe I don't know. And then Volan 22nd.
Or maybe that's why they were pulling off.
Anybody seen anything with Volan's
Ain't no
crash?
bike issues.
Well, what about Oldenburg too?
Have you seen anything with Volan's crash?
No, I haven't.
Collarbone
either.
looked like.
Can we talk about Oldenburg? Like,
I
what
know.
the fuck? Just
I mean,
I
that's
feel
who
bad
he is,
for him.
kinda.
There is no way the team could be mad at him though, because like, dude, you have
no.
fucking bike issue before. it
Cartwright
even-
also kind of fucked him on that
Yeah.
start in the LCQ.
yeah,
Dude,
So,
I want to. Just so fucking bummed from man Grant Harlan in that fucking LCQ in qualifying position. It's taken out.
yeah,
Who cleaned him? Welton did, didn't he?
Yeah, Marshall cleaned him out. I mean, good for Marshall for getting in, but I was just bummed. I really like Grant Harlan. I was like, God damn
yeah.
it.
Anything else with the race here?
I just want to talk about how once again we talked about this enough that fucking 250 is just so insanely deep.
Good
I mean,
luck.
we got a guy coming on the show here in a minute that's like didn't even make it in. That let's be honest, if he was racing last year in this coast, probably could have gotten top 15.
Yeah,
And he didn't even make the night show.
yeah,
And our boy Scott didn't either.
yeah.
Dude.
Poor Meshy.
That just
I didn't even see him in the first B practice, and then I'd text him and be like, "What practice
he
are
was
you in?"
he was
Oh, he was probably like, wow, fuck.
I think he was
this
sixth
He's like
on the
B.
board at some point. He was 6th on the board in Q1 for a little bit.
Was he? Yeah, I didn't even see his name, and I was like, what the fuck?
This tells you how ridiculous this fucking... I mean, it's going to be different now for this weekend. Cartwright was in the C practice and was top 15 in qualifying. Mm-hmm. Like, from the C group?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was wild.
And then at fucking, what was it? Ramy Alves didn't even make the night show.
Dude,
either.
I know. I had him on my face. I was like, fuck, get him off.
So Ramy Alves...
I was like, pick him, pick him.
Yeah.
Well, in past seasons, you kind of would pick him.
I was
now.
going to say, dude, I'm scrolling through those names of people that, like, didn't even make the show going, that guy's been in a night show. That guy's been in a night show.
That guy's not only been in the night show, he's been in Maine.
Yeah. And you're just going, what the fuck is happening? So
And now it's going to get even worse.
yeah. So one more thing, race-wise, kind of. How do you boys think AC did as a TV commentator in Race Day Live?
We all knew he was going to be good.
I thought it was great.
What I thought it was funny is he mentioned that he had never done that before. He has done that before.
Yeah, he's done
Has
it.
He did it for
I
outdoors
don't know.
way.
Yeah,
like,
Oh, yeah.
When he was in 250s.
Yeah, but
I didn't know. I thought he was
technically
kind of
as a
mocking the
Supercross.
Fresh Prince at one point, where he was just like, "Guys, I got something or something."
So
I don't know. I
did
thought it was
you-
really good, though.
So I don't know about you
He's got a
because
career
I
on
didn't
TV
watch
when he's
Race Day
done.
Live, so
So
Race
I
Day
don't-
Live was good, too.
Yeah, it was. I don't know about you because like with everything you said you had going on, but did either of you guys like start the show right as it started, like right as it went live?
No.
correct. Yes.
Or, yeah,
so
actually,
did you
yeah, I
see
was
how
watching
they
on
were
TV,
having
yeah.
like audio issues and we didn't hear Ricky and Blair come on until like right before the heat race?
Yeah.
You guys heard Joseph in the background, right? Like when he was like opening ceremonies.
Oh boy, what was
I
he
don't
saying?
know.
Just yelling and screaming all over the goddamn. I'm like,
Hey, just wait.
What's he
Enjoy,
doing?
baby. Oh my God! Wait, hold
I'm
on.
gonna throw
Did you
something in
hear?
his
Did you
head.
hear him in Race Day Live?
no, every time
When he was
I've
asking-
literally turned the volume down.
He
every
was.
time
wait,
comes
let's
on.
hear it.
He asked Dungy if he thought he could get him. I don't know if he, at first. So
From
at first
C.
he said. At first he said Supercross, but then it was just to get him to Loretta's if he trained him for 2 years.
Because he
or
was talking
something.
about a whole thing about how like he
Yeah.
was good in super minis at the area
Yeah.
qualifiers, regionals, and then he got hurt, and then the C, and he was
Oh,
basically
there's a
asking-
picture of him out there, and it's bad.
He was actually talking about
What?
hey,
Of
Him
the
riding?
Fresh Prince riding,
There's video.
is there?
and it's
Yeah.
bad.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not great.
He's
anymore.
actually he goes, yeah, Dungy. Do you think that if
Looks
I got
like
back
me.
into racing, you could get me to Loretta's? And I'm just sitting there going,
What
oh.
don't you say?
Dungy
was
just like
like,
respectfully, he's
"Oh,
like, "Oh yeah,
yeah."
maybe for sure, dude. You know, we could with any determination." And I'm just thinking, "Oh my
Oh,
god,
we hit him with that shit.
Yeah.
Just be determined.
Just be determined.
Be determined, hard work. Yeah, whatever. So.
Dungy though, I don't like seeing him in the booth
Nah, he's not
because
that
like
great.
I want to be real honest with you. There was some shit that
He's
he said.
boring.
He was talking about guys that like, oh, this is their like Max Bowen, for instance.
Yeah.
This is his rookie year, and I'm thinking, dude, it's not that big of a deal to miss that. But if you're gonna be in the booth and talk about what's current,
And be a KTM guy.
Max's first year was last year. Yeah, this is his rookie year. Yeah, he got a fucking 36, number 36 by not even racing Supercross. this year.
Yeah.
So,
And be a KTM guy.
yeah, no shit.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. Like even when I hear him on the Pulp Show and stuff, he's still way too.
No, he's literally
corporate.
he's literally just on there to promote his fucking
Yeah.
Let's
coffee.
get RV on there. I want to see RV in the
yeah,
booth.
yeah, that'd be cool. So.
RV and Weimer.
All right.
Oh,
Anything
God.
else about the race here? Because if not, we're gonna take a break and then we'll.
Who wins Triple Crowns?
I got to go with Jet till proven otherwise at this point with that group.
Fortner's pretty fucking good at Triple Crown.
He is pretty good.
I'm gonna go with Jet, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna go with. Dude, I'm gonna go with Eli. He's gonna pull another one here. Eli's a triple crown god.
You?
It's like Eminem. He's a rap god, but it's
Oh,
a triple crown god. You know.
Fork. Stick a fork in it. It's done.
Ooh. It's a
Triple
bold move.
Crown winner.
Oh, that's not what I thought.
Want to know what happened last time he was in Texas?
His ex. cheated
His
on him?
exes were
No.
in Texas.
ex-
No.
Alexis, Texas.
No, no.
Oh. Well, sorry.
Houston too, bro. Fucking just
Decent.
you know.
I know. Anyway,
Try to go quad in the corner and boom.
Yeah, I don't know if
collarbone.
he'll
He
do
was
that.
off. That was it.
No,
Game
last
over.
time he was in Texas, he saw his chick walking out of Sexton's rig.
Maybe that'd be awesome.
That's unfortunate.
I hear that's a thing.
Really weird.
That
No,
Sexton was
we don't need to talk about that.
Sexton was doing some motos.
Who wins the 450 class?
Who wins the 450 class, man?
Oh fuck. Where are they going? What's
Arlington. So they're- it's gonna be
Arlington?
concrete.
it's concrete dirt?
Yeah.
Give me JA.
All right. So I'm gonna be diplomatic. I think Anderson and Tomac split wins, and I think Jet and Fortner split wins. I don't know who the fuck wins the overalls. I'm just gonna go Cowie sweep, man. I'm gonna go Ando and Fortner.
Great
This is
call.
nothing. It's nothing against Jet because I think he could totally go out and win all.
Let
three
the good
mains.
times roll.
Yeah, I think he could totally go out and win all three mains. It's just one of those things that like after seeing what Fortner did, I feel that maybe Fortner is just going to go for it, and he's just going to get it right for one of the. I don't know. I'm just going to say Fortner and Ando.
All right.
But I could totally see Eli and Jet winning both of them.
All right. Well, cool. All right. Well, that's been your race recap brought to you by Holester Co. there for the 250s. And then our 450s was brought to you by Worx. So we are going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with another semi-privateer hero, Jace Kessler, Michigan native, and talk to him about how his weekend went here. And we'll go from there. So stay tuned. I started the recorder this time.
Thank God.
All right. So, second interview of the night here. He is we'll call it we're going to call him semi-privateers, but Michigan local. He is the one, the only Jace Kessler, and he is brought to you tonight by JT Cycle, serving Battle Creek, Michigan for over 30 years. Stop in to check out their full selection of Beta, Gas, Husky, and Suzuki motorcycles and power sports products. If you need something for around the house to keep things nice and trimmed up, they have that too with a full lineup of Echo, Aaron's, Gravely, and Simplicity. Visit jtcycle.com or follow them on Instagram at jtcyclebc. And Mr. Jace Kessler, how are you, sir?
Good, man. How are you? Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, man. We love having you riders on here to talk about how your days went, and you had an interesting day yesterday. So why don't we just start right off? Why don't you give us your overall of the day here from start to finish? Because it was your first Supercross, correct?
Yes, sir. That was the first one, and honestly, it was a tough day for me. I was, expecting a lot more, but it is what it is. It's live and learn. But pretty much did free practice, first qualifying session, and was good. Had some pretty good laps down, and going into the second one, wanted to change up some things, try some different lines and stuff, and was out there in second qualifying session, and I just thrown down a good lap time, which definitely put me well into the night show, of course, and it was chaos out there. Dudes were just wadding it everywhere, yellow flags, red flags. Like literally, it was so hard to even get a lap in because you come around and someone would be down somewhere, but. Apparently apparently they got like a bunch of us, probably 6 or 7 of us they had jumping on a red cross over the Supercross triple. But, it was unfortunate, but the rules in the pro is a lot different. Like, apparently, you can't roll and then double even when you pass the technically the red cross, which was on the face of the jump. And, so I rolled over the first one and then kind of just doubled out, which, was what a lot of people did. And apparently you can't do that. So they pulled us all over after the practice and were talking to us about it. And then they had some numbers written down on the paper there. And I was one of them. So they in pro racing, they take your lap time away, your best lap, and they take your second lap. So unfortunately, my second lap, wasn't that great. I wasn't able to get another good lap like the heater I turned, so it wasn't enough to even make it into the night show. Just came up a bit short, so definitely sucked, but live and learn. Just things I didn't know, and as a rookie you're gonna run into that stuff, but definitely a bit of a bummer for sure.
That's wild. I had no idea that was even a thing. Did you boys? You guys know that
about that?
Well, no, I was watching Race Day Live and I saw your name go into the top 40. Now, was that the lap they took away, the one that put you well in?
Yeah. So coming into the second one, I think I was like 37th or something. I mean, obviously nothing great. It's no secret I've never been the best qualifier. That's something I really struggle with. I've always been a racer. I go out and I do better in motos, and I rely on my starts. I'm a good starter. So for me, my whole life, I've never been a one lap guy. So that's a hard concept for me to get down. But, I was able to pull one in there that was, plenty good enough. And, just unfortunately that happened. I guess in pro, on a Supercross triple, you have to, even if you're past the technically the crash, you got to roll all three of the jumps. So, live and learn. They got a few of us on it, so allowed some other dudes to slip in there and other dudes to drop off. So, it really just kind of fires me up and just try to get some redemption next weekend. That's the one good thing about racing pro now. You have the next weekend. So, even though it's tough and wanted to put it in there for all the Michigan folks. I guess we have to wait till next weekend.
Yeah, that's super. Like, no idea on that. So
Yeah, that's pretty interesting
Yeah, I
to
didn't know
hear.
anything about that.
So what's it like being there on an actual race day, track wise, compared to say the practice track? Because I know you've been down at Club, correct? Turning laps down there with the boys.
Yes, sir. No, it's totally different, man. It's crazy to walk into the stadium, like when you're on the floor and with the track, everything is so much tighter than even like the practice tracks, right? Everything's so tight, and just with the stadium around it and how tall everything is, it just gives the track a totally different whole like vibe, really. But something to really like get down for sure. Being in a stadium like that, it's a totally different thing. I never thought of it really coming in that would even be like a factor, but it's a lot different, especially how the tracks are built and stuff. And I was lucky enough, I got to do press on Thursday morning early, or Friday morning early, sorry. Did press Friday morning early, and so I got to check out at least part of the track and stuff. But yeah, at that point the track was just built, so everything was pretty edgy and soft and stuff, so really it was just kind of getting a feel for everything. But no, it's crazy how much different everything is in the stadium.
I would have been nervous as shit.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
No way.
Yeah, it's weird. Everything's so like, I mean, you look at it from the stands on TV, everything looks so big and stuff, and then you get there and you're on the floor and everything's so much tighter and compact, and then you got the big stadium above you. You're just looking out like, holy crap. But no, it's pretty cool for sure. Looking forward to going around and seeing the different stadiums and stuff and all that.
Did the track change a lot between press day and like Saturday there? Because I'd seen some stuff on video that people were like, man, this track is pretty spongy on press day. And then when we were talking to Kev earlier, he said it wasn't really that bad. So did you notice a big change between the 2 days, or?
No, not really. I mean, the track always is usually spongy on press day, from what I've heard from other guys. I mean, usually it's just, obviously you're bringing in that dirt, and everything's all freshly made and stuff. So usually the transitions are pretty spongy, and they were on press day. They were pretty sketchy. But for the race day, it hardened up quite a bit. And I think they threw some water and maybe even went and kind of packed stuff down a little bit more. The track was actually pretty hard for the most part, and so it was good on race day. But man, the track was super technical this weekend. Everybody was saying it was like one of the most technical tracks they've rode. They kind of tamed down the whoops a little bit, I guess, apparently from West Coast, but they made us pay with the rhythm sections, because everybody was like, these are the steepest, gnarliest rhythm sections I've ever seen. Like they were pretty crazy too. Like the long rhythm, where some guys were going to either 3 in or 2-3, whatever that rhythm down through there was. Man, you're going from a little one to a big one, from a big one to a little one, and them boys were steep and super close together. Like it was definitely the hardest track I've rode for sure.
Any issues with carbon monoxide? Because we've been hearing rumblings of people getting carbon monoxide poisoning and stuff there.
Some fans, checked in.
Some riders,
some crew members. Any issues with that for you yesterday, or you're good, or?
Oh no, not at all. I mean, that's kind of something I'm used to, so I don't never really think about that. But no, everything was got mine. I mean, I don't know anybody personally that's had any problem with it either. But I could see it though being a problem, because I mean, you walk into stadium, you can smell all the fumes and everything in there. But no issues on my end with it.
Yeah, we've all been to Supercrosses many a times, and we're super fans, so we're there all day from noon on or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, we've actually we've legitimately heard there are certain people we know suffering from some issues, and then like I said, we've definitely heard and seen some things of people actually being checked into hospitals and stuff for some carbon monoxide poisoning. So we don't know for sure, but we are interested going through the week here to kind of see and hear stories around it and see what's up, because it sounds like it's not your normal race day of like, oh yeah, I smell race gas and I smell like race gas when I leave. It sounds a little worse for wear there. So I don't know. We'll see as we go through. But
it'll be interesting.
Glad there's nothing with you.
I'm
so
surprised we didn't get that shit more in the
Yeah.
days.
No, I mean, hopefully that doesn't happen either. But no, all good on my end. And it was crazy. This weekend was so different too because they ran a day program.
Yep.
And then just dude, Minneapolis, it was so cold there, man. It was like negative. It was literally like -10 and stuff. Like you didn't even want to be outside. So all the pits they moved inside. We're in the lower level, pretty much scattered throughout the hallways down there. So
Yeah.
it was definitely a little bit different of a setup, especially for the first round. Everything was a little bit more chaotic, I feel like, than what it'd normally be. But I don't think a huge fan of the day program. I'd rather it be at night. So I'm looking forward to next weekend where at least everything's back to normal time.
Triple Crown.
How did you know that it was a day program? Because there were a lot of people last week when I was listening to stuff that seemed to be very surprised, even come like Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, track walk's at 8:30 tomorrow. Like, what the fuck? So did you know it was a day program going in, or did you find out like late in the week, like, oh, I guess I better get up early on Saturday?
Yeah, no, I didn't really know until, I think it was last Monday that it was a day program. I was thinking it was a night the whole time, but yeah, I mean, then once I figured out it was a day program, you still don't really know when, the track walk is and everything. So I get there and they're like, oh, yeah, track walk's 7 o'clock and stuff. You're like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Early.
Hell of a first one.
Yep.
Well, dude, and then I did press day, and that one was super early, too, because they couldn't get us into the 1 p.m. one. So I literally was doing press day at 6 a.m.
Yep.
That was another early one.
Yep. Hey, don't worry. I think because I was going through the schedule after this because I heard there were a lot more day races, and I believe like Foxborough, the race is like at noon or something. So I believe
That's
practice
what they did.
starts
They
at
did that years,
8. Yeah.
They did that years ago, like 2015 or 2016. Like first practice was at 7:30.
So
they
hey,
were
don't
trying
worry.
to get more mainstream in New York.
Well, I think too. They
Your
have
track walks at
they have
like
weather
6:30
issues.
that day. It's totally fine.
Yeah, it's fine, bro. It's fine.
And it's outside, so bundle up,
it's gonna
bring
be
your
like
winter
10
coat,
degrees.
buddy.
Yeah. Well, it's us Michigan people. It probably wasn't shit, but all those other guys were complaining.
Yeah.
Jace, how's the SGB team? How do you like it?
It's good, man. It's all, it's a super cool environment. Everybody on the team's super cool. Finally actually got to meet every single, crew member and stuff this weekend. So that was cool. And, the team just has a good vibe around it. It's actually, it's not like, I would say super professional, I guess, if that makes sense. You can, be yourself and joke around. Everybody on the team's joking around and, having a good time and stuff.
Yeah,
so,
they ran Clay's home.
It's a fun environment to be in, and the bikes are actually really good. I'm super stoked on how the bikes are. Didn't get to test them till last week, the race bike. So coming in, I rode it a couple days at club last week, and I was super impressed with the power on that Honda, man. It was really good, and we have a good competitive bike this year. So I was really stoked on what they came up with there.
Are you guys on the 22?
Oh yes, sir.
What do you think of that? Because I heard some stuff early on with the 22 from like Jet that like the bike was super narrow, so they were like trying to, I guess, fix it in a sense so that he could grip it more with his legs because he's a kid that rides a lot with his legs. Were you having any of those issues? Do you find it narrow? Like anything like any issues like that?
From a Husky, probably not. I would imagine.
No, honestly, I mean, I'm a rider too. I kind of go with the flow more. I'm not super picky about bikes, setups. I just ride the bike how it is, honestly. But I haven't really experienced any problems with that. Especially coming from, I was on the Husky, pretty much previously, and it isn't any pretty much narrower than that. And then obviously last year I was on the Yamaha, so obviously quite a bit of a jump from the Yamaha to that, but still nothing to where I'm like searching to find, more grip on the bike.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you guys were on 22s or 21s, so.
Yeah, no, we're 22s.
Cole, you got a question? I see you raising your hand.
I'm raising my hand like I'm in class.
Yeah, go for it, bud.
Hey, so you're back at club this week, right?
Yes, sir. I'm driving back there right now, actually, from the airport.
So obviously, with you just saying you're more of a race guy, and we all know that. What's the game plan this week with it being a Triple Crown? Is it just hammering one lap heaters all week to try to go direct in, or what? What's the game plan?
Yeah, well, man, that's the thing. This weekend is going to be even tougher than last weekend because they only take 18, and then luckily if I weren't to get in that top 18, they do have an LCQ, which is, for me a little bit better just because that's, you're doing a gate drop and stuff. But, the goal this week is really honestly, like, I wasn't off really in speed. Like, man, from I think about 15th all the way to the cut was like a second and a half gap. Like it really wasn't much, and I was actually rolling around the track really good. The only section I really struggled in, where I was getting ate up, was the whoops into the Supercross triple, and that was pretty gnarly because they had that whoop section, and that thing got super beat up into probably the biggest Supercross triple I've ever seen. The thing was massive. You had dudes framing that thing left and right. It took quite a few dudes out in the free practice, but
I saw
this week really. Yeah, this week, man, I just go back and I'm gonna hammer whoops, and really just try to pick up the intensity, because that's like the only thing I think I'm really lacking. And it's just mainly fine tuning. Like I said, we got a good base, and we're in a good spot. I was right there. Picked up the track real quick. Was doing all the lines I needed to do. Just I think right out of the initial start, first 2 laps of the qualifying session, I need to get right out front and sprint my hardest 2 laps right there, because we were kind of analyzing practices too, and most of the fast laps came from the first 2 or 3 laps of the practice. So really just try to pick up that intensity, and if there is another section with whoops that was key, like there was this weekend, then that's going to be a big factor in the lap time.
Yeah, it'd be like the second one, they do a great gate drop, right? Like it's an actual moto.
Yeah.
Just treat that as an actual moto thing. So
how
No, really, for me, it's just sending it and just trying to pick up that intensity, really, to get that time, I guess.
you gotta love talking to these kids. I'm just gonna fucking send it, bro. Like that's just all.
That's a generation, man.
Dude,
Just send it, hold it wide.
I'd be looking at it going, I'm
Honestly,
just not fast enough. Sorry. And this kid's like,
At
I'm just
this
gonna send
point,
it.
Yeah, no, next weekend I'm gonna go out there. I don't care if I crash or I'm just gonna send it. Try to latch onto somebody and just whatever,
Rookie,
get a good
fine.
lap time, so we don't have to be in the same position we were in this weekend. Because for me, like, it sucks because that's embarrassing to me. Because I got big expectations and goals in my mind. Even though it's my first year and it's a big learning process, everything. I still want to be doing good, and at least in all the main events and competitive. So definitely not gonna have that happen again.
Hell yeah.
hey, don't beat yourself up too much. This is probably the most stacked coast we've seen in quite a while. So
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, that's another thing. The coast is so unbelievably stacked. The talent in it is probably, I think, the deepest field you've seen in a while. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
There was 71 entries altogether, and just about all them guys are all fast. So it was definitely crazy, the talent.
Like I said,
this year.
you got Ramey Alves, who's been top 15 in mains before, and he didn't even make the night show.
Yeah. Don't feel bad, because when I was going through fantasy, I'm looking at the results going, well, that guy's been in the night show, that guy's been in a main, that guy's been in multiple mains, that guy's been a top 10 in a main, and it's all you boys that didn't make it even to the night show, and I'm just like, holy crap. So
I know. Yeah, no, it wasn't just me. There's a lot of dudes that didn't even make it, which sucks. But that just shows you how deep everything is, and how much you got to be on it.
Yep, exactly.
Really.
So I know when we talked preseason, you were talking about training down at
K-Dubs?
Real Dub, or Real Dub, Real Deal at K-Dubs. But now I see you're at Club there. So how did that transition happen?
Pretty much. I mean, I would have liked to be, at Kevin's training with Kevin there, and everybody that's kind of just like family to me, all them guys. But unfortunately, Kevin, he was saying like he wanted to get his Supercross track, a whole new track built, up to scale of the standards these days and everything. So, at the time before whatever, I was waiting for my suspension, and as soon as I got that, I was gonna wanted to get on Supercross, ASAP really. And I was already getting on it a little late to begin with. And, he was just saying he wouldn't had his track done until beginning of December at the time. And, another factor of that was I wouldn't have had anybody to ride with. It would have pretty much just been me against the clock. So even I had encouragement from him, he's like, I can make you fast, but, it's always good to have dudes to ride with. And, which I would have done if he would have had a track, right there to ride right now. But, at the time he didn't have anything around yet, and it would have been a bit, which I didn't have time to wait that long. So, I decided to go to Club because all pretty much all the SGB guys are there other than A-Ray. Everybody else is at club. So it was just more convenient for Jason, the team owner, and the whole team to kind of, do testing and stuff. If we were all there, it just would make it a lot more convenient. So with Kevin's track not being done and that, it was, I just was like, yeah, I'll just head over to club, which wasn't a big deal. It's good to have, all the dudes to ride with there. So
yeah, there's some fucking
pretty
talent
solid,
down there.
especially like, what's that?
Yeah, there's some talent down there for you to ride with. Like, if you're gonna learn Supercross, like there's some guys down there to learn from. So.
Yeah, no, there's you're riding with all top 10 dudes out there pretty much, and you got a lot of different options for different tracks. So they got 3 Supercross tracks, so definitely it's a good place to be.
Now,
it's been good. And
when you guys do motos down there, is it like all you 250 guys are together and then the 450 guys are in a different group, or are there 450 dudes? Because like I've seen you in some of like Cat and Zero's vlogs, and it's like it seems like you and the Cat and Nicoletti, and I don't know who necessarily a lot of the other guys are, but to me it looks like a bunch of 250 guys all riding together, and so that's just why I'm asking like.
Like
do they separate
throw
you
Brayton
guys?
in there and some shit like that?
Well, see, that's why I haven't seen Brayton or
Seen
like
a couple with Osby
Amar,
and Peters.
yeah, or those kind of guys there in those vlogs doing that stuff with those guys. So explain to us, Jace.
yeah, so pretty much, I mean, typically if it was normal, we'd all be together. They don't really split anything up unless there's a like I know right at when I very first got there, they did split us up into 2 groups of guys that were just kind of getting on Supercross, and then guys that were, riding west that were already, getting ready for, for racing. So they did at first split it up, just kind of 2 groups based on that. But other than that, no, 450, 250 guys, they're all together. Reason Brayton and them guys haven't been probably seen around there is because they've been on the West Coast now for,
true.
What was it, 6 weeks. So they've been out there, so they kind of stayed out there. They didn't come back to club. So pretty much everybody riding west, Marchbanks. Actually, then you got Brayton and all the 450 guys. They were all on the West Coast, and there is more 250 guys than 450 guys. So all the dudes that are riding 450 were pretty much gone, other than pretty much the East Coast guys here.
Got it. That was a dumb question.
Well,
on my
even
part.
just all the East Coast guys. There's like you got Osby, Peters, Luke Neese, I think,
Jeremy
down there.
Hand. Who else? Who else down there? There's a lot of Honda dudes, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
A lot of red bikes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
Phil,
much
Lopes, Jace
the whole
Owen.
Phoenix Honda team, like there's everything. The club team, Phoenix Honda team, our team, like it's pretty.
There's
it's
some
pretty
talent
gnarly.
down there, man.
Is
Like, yeah.
is the vlog coming back, bro, or what's
A-team.
A-team vlog.
A-team.
Hey,
A-Team
no,
vlog.
so I was
Hey,
listening
it's
to it
not-
the other day. The intro is that A-Team song by Travis Scott. Is that a thing?
It's gonna be, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Love it.
A-team.
But
Because I was listening to it
they
the other
will be
day, and I'm like, there needs to be an
they
edit
will
made.
be coming back.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Those are
it
dope.
It will be coming back.
Do you
So,
need you need a
we-
camera guy? We got one of those at the races. We can hook you guys up here, make something happen.
Oh, dude, maybe for Detroit or something, might need to hook up.
All right. Well, I'll put you in a group chat with our boy over at Clutch Media, Sater, who does like Kevin and Meshy's vlogs.
Every
there.
privateer there is.
Yeah, pretty much every privateer there is. He does stuff for us too. So, so I'll put you in a group chat with him so you guys can talk and get something scheduled for that. So he's very reasonable. So
Yeah, no, pretty much me and Justin just kind of be running it. But, yeah, I mean, usually pretty much more just like riding footage, that type of thing. Because other than that, we've got everything else pretty dialed. It's more getting like good riding footage, really.
yeah, we can.
The
we can
editing's
get
the
that.
hard part, though.
We can get that. We can
to
get that to happen. Is Justin? Is he wrenching for you right now too?
No, so pretty much he's just there to support. The mechanic or the team gives me a mechanic or whatever. So
Oh, okay.
I'll have a mechanic for all the Supercross, all the motocross, which he's pretty cool. So I'll be working with him. But Justin's gonna be at, I think, just about every round, just kind of just being there
Sweet.
support wise. So no, it's cool and makes it a little bit more at home and stuff. And obviously we have a great relationship, and he's a big part of my program. So. It's nice to have him there, and this weekend it was nice too. I had the whole family there, my girlfriend, everything. So
Yeah.
it was cool to have everybody there watching and stuff.
Well, we would have loved to be there, and by we I mean myself. But
Look, bro, got Detroit, Indy, St. Louis. It's fine.
Minneapolis was just decided to dick me around all 8 ways to never. So here we are.
Dude, hey, I mean, it's not a bad thing. I mean, I shit the bed anyway. So.
It's all right. It's all right, man. I also enjoy being at the races, although now hearing that people are getting carbon monoxide poisoning, that might have also not been a great thing, but whatever.
Look, none of us got a lot of brain cells at this table. It's fine.
It's fine. It's cool anyway.
Yeah, no, it was, dude, it was honestly just gnarly this weekend with how cold it was. Like, it was crazy. Everything was so cold out. You didn't even want to walk outside.
Yeah.
It was gnarly.
Yeah, so.
Sounds like arena cross in New York.
Anything else from you boys for him?
No, man.
No, we're just all
Sounds like
pulling
he's pretty,
for you up here.
Sounds like he's pretty level-headed, which is good because a lot of rookies would get really down on themselves. And, he's already raced nationals. He's already, done really well in the 450 class, so he already has an idea of how things go.
Oh, hey, don't get me wrong. I was pretty down yesterday, but,
Yeah, but
no, just think, man, you're a long way from the roots of Martin MX Park.
Yeah, no, yes, you got to move on, especially I'm learning. Like, I've always been pretty hard on myself in general, and especially now, like, you can't dwell on it. You just got to, keep pushing forward. And, like I said earlier, you got the next weekend. So, we're going to put in work this week, and we're going to come out swinging next weekend and hopefully have a better result.
Yeah, first Supercross race, bro. Next one, Triple Crown. Third one, Daytona. You're good.
You're great.
You're great, bro.
It's no problem.
Yeah.
It's all about perspective, right? Like, you get down on yourself and you think,
I'm looking forward to Daytona.
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did A-Ray try to sell you any sketchy merch this weekend, or?
A-Ray did not try to sell me any sketchy merch, but I heard some pretty good A-Ray stories. So.
Is there any we can share on the air? Because we are always down for good A-Ray score. Oh,
not shocking.
Did they involve swiping left or right or
Tinderellas?
It might. Yeah, it might.
Not shocking.
So, all right. Well, cool, man. Well, hey, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Good luck this weekend. We will see you, like I said, in Indy. I think we're gonna try
Detroit
to
will be the first one time we'll see him.
Yeah, well. Detroit, maybe. There's not really open pits, and we're going Saturday.
That's true.
Is
that's
all.
true.
So
yeah, that's true.
We'll be at Detroit, but chances of us actually seeing you in Detroit are limited unless you're going to the casino afterward. Well, actually, he's not old enough to get in there, so never mind. I'm out. I'm sorry.
Wait, how old do you got to be at a casino now?
You got to be 21.
Oh, that's stupid.
Jace, you're only what, 18, 19?
He's not that young.
How old are you?
No, I just turned 20 last week, actually.
Yeah,
so yeah, he's not old enough to get in. Sorry, dude.
Just use A-Ray's ID.
Dick,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. And that's where I'll be hanging out after the race, all right? God, leave me alone. But anyway, Indy, team dinner, bro, Friday night.
All right, man. No, I appreciate it.
Sounds super excited about it.
Talking to you guys.
Sick.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, thanks, buddy. Have a good week. We'll talk to you
Good luck,
soon, man.
All right, you guys too. Thank you again.
Yep.
Take it easy.
Jace Kessler, everybody. Great kid, though.
He's a good kid.
Yeah.
Real great
That's
kid.
the first time I've ever talked to him.
Yeah, we
Really?
talked. Yeah, we met him at Ironman last year.
I thought it was ironic that you did JT Cycle.
I like how you
working
just
there
are
for-
fucking not even talking in the mic. Everything's just off. You're just rolling.
Where I was at JT Cycle working, and that's where he bought a lot of his shit for a while. So I thought that was
nice.
ironic.
Nice.
No, I haven't known Jace personally for a very long time, but I watched him. I wrenched for kids that grew up racing him in 65s and 50s and all that shit. So
Yeah, we're still on the air.
I've seen him grow up.
I was gonna say, dude, you just
Yeah, you just like, what the fuck are
I
you
was
doing?
like, are you leaving? Like,
I'm out here
Nah,
making content, bro.
Oh.
Jason's
my
a good
God.
kid, and it's good to see him all of his hard work and stuff. Because, like I
Yeah.
said, he's been through the shit just like everybody else. But it's good to see him putting in the work and doing well. And I think
How's that phone going for you? Is it good?
You would be probably pretty fired up when you seen this.
I mean, I'm pumped on that picture, but is that phone? Is that phone going well during
You
the
wanna
show?
see
here?
Sex's face?
no.
Look at this. It's
Oh
good.
my God.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That fucking guy. Oh, my God. All right.
Anyways,
Anything else you boys want to touch on here?
no.
You want to touch what?
If the show would have been longer, it'd have been cool to call up Scott, but he's probably just
Yeah,
as
we
dope
don't have
with the
time. I
press.
thought about that, but we don't have time, and I don't want to blow my whole load in the first fucking East Coast race here because we know more
Easy.
East Coast guys.
You know what I want to know though? We got to get a hold of Hubert. Like, what the fuck? I thought he was supposed to be
I'll
racing
text him
East
this
Coast.
week.
Dude, we need to have the Team Solitaire social media guy on.
Okay,
Why?
then did you DM him on Instagram?
I'll DM him on
All right.
on Twitter.
Okay, thank you.
What the fuck? What does that have anything to do with anything?
Why would you
I
not
think it'd
want
be
him?
very interesting.
The Team Solitaire, dude.
Solitaire dude's
the
awesome.
guy who runs that account is
Oh,
fucking sick.
Oh, okay.
does a very good job with it.
Well, he has two coolest privateers in the pits on that team.
All right. Anything else? Nothing else? Nothing else? Nothing else?
Milestone.
No,
All right.
no.
This has
we
been
good.
episode number
No, it was good.
191.
Did you press record?
Yeah, I did.
191?
Trust me, I did.
Actually, technically, this would be 191 and a half.
191 and a half.
191. That's why it was
yeah.
the fastest show we've had in a while.
190.
I mean, we definitely wrapped it up
Well,
early.
with
but,
the 191
but you
on it,
see,
it's fast.
What happened? I kept us on track during the race review. Instead of tangenting,
what's the fastest show, slowest show going to be?
What's the what?
The slowest one going to be?
What's the slowest show going to be?
Yeah.
390.
249 maybe?
249.
Who's 249?
No, we don't need to worry about it.
I was about to say 390, dude. That's a long ways away. Jesus
we
Christ! It
got,
took us this
got
long.
200 shows to go.
I might be dead by then.
We're gonna be at, but we are gonna hit show 200 before the end of the end of the.
We'll lock
Supercross
Brees
season
in
here.
for that one.
Well, 200 would be.
I've got Brees locked in for one, but I don't remember what it was.
Okay, before we go, what round are we on right now?
7.
7.
So
All
we're
right.
going into 8.
So 200 would be what? Right at the end of Supercross.
It's close to it. Yeah. It's one of
So
the
is
last
like the
ones.
last round going to be show 200?
No. It's before that.
Oh,
I
you're
don't
trying to have a
remember.
party?
I wrote it down.
No, I'm just wondering. We got to do something for show 200.
Yeah.
Like
Trying to
that's
have
a
a
big
party?
deal. We've done 200 shows. Well,
I
you
will-
haven't done 200 shows with us.
I will see what I can do.
No.
I will see what I can pull off here. I have been DMing some people.
Maybe we'll
I'm
get
sure
Steve
you've
on there.
seen. I
I haven't looked.
am trying.
Maybe we'll get Steve on.
Okay, I'm doing what I can. Brees was supposed to be on last week, but
He wanted to watch the Super Bowl like the rest of the country.
it wasn't the Super Bowl. He had to get his bike ready and get on the truck.
Look,
come
he
east.
says that, and that's probably part of it, but you just definitely watch the Super Bowl.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. He was out of it. You
Maybe
want to know who didn't shit on the show last week? Kev.
And then
was
he watched the
fucking-
Super Bowl.
He was fucking committed.
These fuckers called me. Like,
Yeah, we
gave me a
called
call during
him.
the show, and I didn't hear it till like 4 hours later, and I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
Oh my god, it was fucking hilarious because Kev
I got
literally
Kev over
was
on
like,
the phone bitching at me.
Kev was like, "Hey, can we get anybody else on?" And I'm like, "Dude, they all are fucking just shitting on my chest, like not showing up for the show." He's like, "Let's call Justin because he wants the hat, and if he doesn't answer, he's not getting the hat." So he called and left him a voicemail that was like, "Hey, bro, if you'd answered, you'd have got the hat, but you didn't answer, so no fucking hat for you." So here we are. So,
what kind of laugh?
so needless to say, no hat for you.
Well, I'm still getting a hat.
But anyway, but yeah, no, I mean, I do have some people lined up. So Brees is lined up. I've got who the fuck else? We got 109 Nate coming on one of the
no
shows.
idea who that is.
109
He's a TikToker.
Ah, cool.
He's got a pretty big following. He's a C class veteran.
He also doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, which is awesome. He's gonna be a great one.
Fun of a certain guy that we talk about often.
He doesn't like that certain guy.
God, that's
Yeah, it's
awesome.
gonna
So
be
we can just
awesome.
let him like roll with it. And
Yeah,
fine?
Whatever.
That's cool.
Who the fuck else do I have up there?
We'll get a setup
Eric.
question
I got
going.
Eric Grandal lined up for one show.
We can talk about how because of him, Cole got into Loretta's.
Yeah, of course we're gonna bring
maybe
that
a
up.
little bit.
I don't know who else I got. We got to talk
Dude,
to Messi.
I want to
at
ask
some
him
point.
how close to a factory bike his bikes were an amateur.
Oh,
We
we've got Max from Dirt Bike Depot.
We really
got
got to get Justin Weeks on here because I really want to do
We'll
a
get Justin
show
on.
talking about like the old days.
I will see about like I think I'm gonna hit up Starling. See about him.
Well, apparently Kevin and Starling are friends, so
Yeah,
I want
so
to talk about the
see.
time how he sprayed WD-40 in his face at Lake Whitney.
Who? What?
Starling,
Sprayed it in Kev's face?
no, his face, his own face.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
me, him, and Frankie Lettieri and a bunch of other people were all hanging down at Lake Whitney. This motherfucker didn't realize that, like, when the nozzle was pointed this way, and he sprayed himself in the fucking eye with WD-40.
that's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, it's great.
All right, we'll end on that one.
Jesus, let's go. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, I don't know who else. So anyway, all right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Episode number 191. Thanks to our sponsors: Energy Fuel, Premier Custom Trailers, TLR Coatings, Alias Sport, Dirt Bike Depot, Holester Co, JT Cycle, Adept Creative Co, Worx, Isaac Nelson Designs, and Clutch Media. Links in the description below. Check out the fantasy show. We will be back next week to wrap up Triple Crown number 2. I didn't realize we had Triple Crown this quick. That's weird.
And then St. Louis is the next one.
St. Louis is the last one. Yeah, St. Louis is gonna be awesome because
That's
there's
gonna be cool.
indoor pits that we're going
It's gonna
to.
be good. It's gonna be good. And
So
we're
we're
gonna
gonna
be
be
at it.
able to mingle.
We're gonna be at it,
Yeah, I'm gonna see.
and it's gonna be April, so hopefully it's warm out.
I'm gonna talk to some people about some things for that one. So
Like,
we'll work on it.
Oh, okay.
That's a rip.
So anyway, thanks for tuning in, everybody. We will see everybody next week.
Doses.